What's up? You're back with the Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm Jordan Grainger, your host, and this week I have a great panel because it's part 2 of our series on Harvestfest X. Yeah, it's coming up this Saturday, and you better be prepared. It's a free show out in Miami, Indiana. If you need to know how to get there, just Google Miami Open Air Auditorium for direction on Google. It's real simple, go there. But we're going to have comedy, we're going to have music, we're going to have vendors, we're going to have food. It's going to be an all-around party. Gates open at 4, show starts at 5. You got to come out. But in the meantime, we had an exciting panel. Yes, this week, my co-host, returning to the show, my brother-in-arms, comedic fave of mine, Brian Allen West is in the house. Very excited. And then joining us again for the second time, the last time it came on as a group with his band Dwarf Among Midgets, it is one of the hosts of the Outhouse Super Show, Kibblez. Yeah, it's just Kibblez. Check him out. He's very great, very funny. Loved having him in here. We talked about Harvestfest X. He's one of the organizers, so that's great. And then this week, for the first time ever, all the way from Muncie, Indiana, she does the open mic for Be Here Now, does the shows there. Ladies and gentlemen, she's going to be at Harvestfest, Alexa Eden. Very excited to have her, too. She was so funny. We talked about so much, but before I get to that, make sure you like, comment, share, hit the notification bell. Do anything you can to get us noticed because we definitely want to have conversations with you and want to keep doing this. So help us out. We'll help you out. Anyway, we had a wonderful time. We talked about the shows coming up in Gas City. We talked about open mic returning to Be Here Now. We talked about Harvestfest X. We talked about some of the shows getting ready to happen at the Outhouse Record Store. And we talked about a show we're going to have in Dunkirk, Indiana. Alexa's going to be on that. I'm going to be on that. Brian Allen West, Brockton, you've seen him if you came out to a show. Jacob Harder. We have some great people involved in that show. Dan West from Kokomo. You've got to check it out. Devon Shoemaker. Sorry, I'm just going to keep saying everybody. But we talked about that show. But on top of that, we also revealed a big thing about the Kokomo Press that a lot of people aren't going to know unless you went and liked, comment, and shared on a post. We talked about a lot of things going on in the world right now, including the stuff with politics. We got a little bit into that. We got a little bit into how you can detect a cheater, how to say the word crayon. Yes, it's crayon. I will die on that hill. We talked a little bit about the flag that ended up at one of the plants in Kokomo and how there's this new thing called the safety shot that may help you get sober after you drink. We talked about comedy, of course, because we had 4 comedians on the show. We talked about so much. So many things that I can't even get into it. So make sure you have a great time. You get ready to listen to myself, Brian Allen West, Kibblez, and Alexa Eden here on the Kokomo Press Podcast, baby. Oh, woo!
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
A house together to make it feel more like a collective because I'm jealous of Kokomo Press.
Yeah, and we want to be communists.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm jealous of you guys because you guys get together and do like cool skits and videos. Did you see the Harvestfest skit that they did?
Oh yeah, that was
so
beautiful.
funny, dude. Every time you guys do stuff, and so we did we were at
We
the
want it to be
open
better.
mic.
That's why we want you.
Well, open mic. We did the open mic this Thursday, and we happen to have like 4 people that are going to be. Yeah, 4 people who were going to be on the show this Friday that we have. So I was like, let's do a Gas City one. And I threw together like an idea. I was like, let's pretend you ran out of gas. He rolls up on a girl's bike and he's like, I'll give you a ride. Then Brian's like, somebody say gas, and it's weed. And then I pull up in a car like, hey guys, you guys need to get to Gas City, get in. It was real simple. And so I put that together and I was like, I just wish we were as good as you guys because it doesn't sound. I had to work so hard on the sound to make it sound decent.
Oh, not at all, man. Anything you guys do. I've watched literally your freaking I forget what car it was now.
The Journey.
20 times.
Dude,
just last week.
That video makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah,
I think that video should have went viral and it makes me sad that it didn't.
You guys give me a ride to get an abortion?
Yeah. Dude, it's such a fucking commentary. Like we realized.
I'm hoping you were in like a Dodge Journey because that's what I drive.
Yeah, we were. I had
It was a good advertisement. Like it could have passed
Yeah.
at first for an advertisement for Dodge Journey.
Oh, it did until you get to the so like it starts off and you just see like the journey never, and it's like got a deep voice. Maddie did the voice work for it, and it's like the journey is the friends we meet along the way, and you see like it's a red, a white, and a blue Journey. I had a white one, he had a red one, and our friend Courtney had a blue one. So we're all driving, and then and then it's like at the end it's like ha ha ha. We're all like, and she's like, hey, you guys think you can take me to the abortion clinic? And then we kind of look at each other, and then it pans away, and then you pan back, and she's been replaced by a different girl in the video. To freedom! And we do freedom. It's so stupid. But it was like a commentary, like a satirical commentary on the abortion stuff or the Roe stuff, because we're like, oh, this is gay. Like, why did this happen? Gay in the pejorative, obviously.
That, and then we're not even going to talk about the Christmas shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because that shit was fucking golden.
We're doing it again this year. If you end up wanting to be a part of it, you like doing skits and stuff. We did the first ever live holiday show that wasn't live because
It wasn't even live.
I guess I didn't pay for 1,000 up, 1,000 up, just 1,000 down. So I had to switch my internet carrier for this year. Because I don't know, dude. I've everything that I do with this production stuff, I had no idea what I was doing 3 years ago.
Error, man.
And you know this
Trial
because
and error.
we used to be in an organization called the Right to Play Music, and my job was to stay as far away from the board as. I'll help take things apart. You let me know, but I don't. Now I'm the one like putting shit together, so it's very weird and bizarre to be the guy that's like, they're like, hey, you're the guy that does the
I was just talking about Right to Play.
podcast.
That could have been something.
It was.
It was.
Things
It was
come
for
and
what
go.
It was for what it was.
Ask my ex.
You know what I mean? I think we're still doing it pretty much. I mean, Outhouse is
Yeah.
always kind of.
I think we just changed the name and kind of the format, and it's like some of the same people. I mean, we really, between me, you, Matt,
Justin Clark.
I mean, we've got Courtney still involved, and she was always involved in it before. We got a good group, but then some people filtered in and out. One of the things that Patrick and I talked about when Right to Play started to become something was like, we know this is going to break apart at some point, but it's going to be fun while it lasts, and that's how most of these things are.
It was a lot of fun.
Did 2 festivals and about 20 shows, like 20, maybe less, maybe like 15 shows. We did a shit ton of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fun, man. Yeah, dude. I'm excited for Harvestfest though. That's really what we're here to talk about. Let's get into it, man. Like we're hanging out. We're recording right now, just so you guys know. I'll cut out anything. I'll cut out the part where you're talking about your abortion, Brian. I won't keep it.
Okay.
No.
I don't want people to know about
You had an
it.
abortion.
Sometimes
Can
you
I
gotta
see?
eat the fetus,
Did they let
you
you
know?
keep it?
I made my wife a deal. I said, we'll go to Cabo. You got to get an abortion. That's
It's a good deal.
The weird part, she wasn't even pregnant. He wanted to get her pregnant and then have the
Yeah,
abortion and then go to. It was like part of it was an entire ploy.
I want to be for real about my bits. So if I'm doing a bit about an abortion, I want to be able to actually have an abortion. So I
It's
can
gotta
speak
be
from-
real.
I'm a method actor.
He is. That was part of the. You guys remember that at the roast? I said that. He's the modern. I fucked up my bit because I was supposed to say the modern day Daniel. It's so hard to say. Modern day Daniel Gay Lewis, and it's so hard to say that. Try to say it. Say it 5 times fast. It's fucking
Daniel
impossible.
Gay-Lewis, that's what
Modern day Daniel Gay. See, it's so
Modern
fucking.
day Daniel Gay Lewis.
Yeah, but say it in a bit. It's so fucking hard on.
Daniel Gay Lewis.
So I just ended up
Modern day
saying-
Daniel Gay Lewis.
Yeah, fuck you. No, I went to say it and I was like, he's the modern Daniel Gay Lewis. I couldn't say the day part, but I was supposed to say modern day because it's replacing day, but also day's still there. It's like,
I had a bit earlier. I think it was like last week or the week before, and I had to say Jimmy Buffett's gay son-in-law.
Yeah.
And the whole time before going up, I was like, please don't fuck this up. Please don't fuck this up. Jimmy Buffett's gay son-in-law. And I was so scared I was going to fumble. I didn't, but I was like, oh, God.
well, I fumbled that because I was producing and I didn't realize you were going to start that quick, and so I hadn't had the music down. So like you're saying, like talking about Jimmy Buffett, and in the background it's like fuck that, like rap music, and I'm like,
You get up there and all you do is all I can do is fumble and tongue tie. I feel like my tongue's gonna roll out of my mouth anyway.
well, now that you're doing you're doing comedy, you're doing stand-up, you've done it twice. We're all comedians in this room, so we've all done it. We've all been there. Alexa, you've been doing. How long have you been doing stand-up?
About 2.5 years, I would say at this point. I don't know if you can actually call it doing stand-up, but I get up there and I say jokes.
That's stand-up. Okay, that's stand-up. Well, I think, and I tell people all the time, the hardest thing is get on stage. And I'm nobody to give anybody advice. I've done it for 6 years on and off. So, Brian, you've been doing it since like forever.
I mean, honest, you and I are in this, same, but I'm not like, I love it. I just don't, I wish I could take it more serious and do more shows and things like that. But, I've done a good amount of shows, but like I'm not really one to give advice either.
Yeah, fuck you. You're the one that got me involved in this, dude. You jumped me in. I remember I was like, dude, don't. I was like, why?
Daddy got us in it.
No, you got me into
I'm
it.
just
That was you. Don't you bring him up right now. Don't you bring him up. Sorry.
You said you got jumped in? Was
Yeah, I
this
got
like a
jumped
whole initiation
Yeah.
process?
And it didn't make sense because he wanted to peg me, and he has a penis, and I was like, just use your penis. Like, come on, man. At least I can feel some warmth, dude. This shit's hard and cold. Like, it's not nice. But he was like, no, it happened to me like this. He was jumped in by a woman, so. Yeah,
that was much better.
it was tradition.
He almost suffocated and died. She sat on his face for an hour and a half.
It was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never got that smell out of his beard.
And I was really weird and shocked when she became famous. Mrs. Pat is so good. Miss Pat is the best. I'm just kidding. Nothing said on your face. It was Miss Pat. No, I love Miss Pat, man. She's got Indianapolis roots and stuff. Like, honestly, there's a lot of comedians. I mean, wasn't Mike Epps was from Indy and stuff?
Mike
and
still lives in Indy.
yeah, and I think he just did like a huge pop-out show there, right? He did like a huge indie show.
I heard he did like something like bought a bunch of neighborhood or something.
Yeah, he's a huge, I know he's a huge Pacers and Colts fan and stuff like that, you know.
I mean, who's not?
Yeah. Who's not? Who's not? She's like, I don't care about
I don't know anything about sports.
Sport ball, what?
She knows more about sports than I do.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guarantee that.
Yeah, well, you came in and I was watching the Colts game because we shoot this on Sunday and I watched like half of it. They're down right
And
now.
I was like, wow, I hadn't seen soccer in forever. And then after Jordan was done beating me up, he was like, this is football. I'm like, oh, my bad.
I had to take you out, man.
Yeah.
I'm wearing all the sports ball stuff today so people know that it's real. Last week I wore my Caitlin Clark gear. It's my girl.
Your
It's my
girl,
boo.
your goddess.
My goddess. She's not a goddess. She's a goddess.
My,
the infant.
My 70, he's like 75. My 75-year-old stepdad the other day was driving, and I swear to God, he said, when she hits a 3, why does she rub her tits? And
She does.
I don't know.
She does every time, but she's not rubbing her tits. She's like, if you notice her, sorry, I have to defend my queen. If you notice her, whenever she shoots, she's sweaty. So she's always wiping herself off. Like, it's funny. You'll watch her right before they're about to pass it to her. She'll go. Like, it's weird. It's like a compulsion at this point. But also, you see her stroke, man. And as you know about my dream, I've seen her stroke.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the best, dude.
Girl, your dreams, I take it.
Yeah, dude. Like, she's amazing, dude. Like, I just don't understand why she's so
You
good.
can handle the balls just fine.
Yeah, she's a great
That would
facilitator.
be anyone's dream lady.
She's a great facilitator, and she also can handle the D. She's great at shooting. She always shoots her shots. Yeah, I told Shelby, I'm like, she's great from 3, so if she's interested, I mean, I heard that she's willing. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Now, her man is like, I think his name is like Connor or something like that. He works for the Indiana Pacers, so when she got drafted to the Fever, it was like a big deal. And then he's big buddies with Tyrese, so Tyrese is always there. I just love how like connected everybody is, man.
Yeah.
It's great, man. Indiana sports. This is the best time to be an Indiana sports fan. I swear to God, it's insane and what's happening all around the state, other than Notre Dame fans. But you know, we don't.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Man, the Irish always get so much shit.
how
Yeah.
embarrassing.
That's sad.
Well, after I saw that show, I was like, no need to apply, please.
Probably a real bad time to be the biggest Notre Dame fan in here.
Are you?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, our
I went
boy,
to school there. You quit that right now.
our dog,
I know, Shane.
Shiny, he's dead.
Shane's
dying
crying right now, dude. He's having a rough time. Yeah, the dog. He's like, my beautiful angels. And he's having a rough time. Are you a big fan of Shane Gillis? You ever watch any of his stuff?
Oh, Shane Gillis is great. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we both like huge fans of his podcast and stuff. And I know I was talking to Pierce. He's a huge fan of Shane, and a lot of comedians I talk to are huge fans of the guy.
Give us some names of like people that you look up to in comedy wise, and like you listen and got you into it, maybe.
So I'm a real big fan of like Bill Hicks.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh shit!
I love the acid tangents, like just the dry, straightforward humor and the like off kilter aspect of him. R.I.P. though, he didn't do it long enough. I'm also a real big fan of like Jimmy Carr one-liners.
Okay.
Are
Very
my
good.
biggest thing. I saw him live like last year, and it was great, except I was there with like one of my best friends who's also like a 50-year-old man, and then he called us out in the crowd. He's like, what are you doing together? But no,
That's awesome.
Robbing the cradle jokes, eh?
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
nice.
There were a couple jokes.
You had to know that. I mean, if you're close enough, you had to know it's coming a little bit.
Oh, we were like second to front row, so it was coming. We knew. We talked about it beforehand.
Grandpa, I'll do anything to see a comedy show.
He said something. I love him, dude. He's a great roaster too. Very funny roaster.
Oh yeah, he's good.
And we did this roast of Brian Allen West a couple of months back, 2 months back at this point, and it was a great time. And that he was one of the guys I was like, I'm gonna go watch some Jimmy Carr. I'm gonna go watch Greg Giraldo, who's my favorite comedian, one of my favorite comedians of all time. I always have to say he's one of mine because like he was the reason I love comedy. Him, Nick Schwartzen really got me into comedy, and Stephen Lynch too, the songs and stuff. But then my favorite comic of all time is Norm Macdonald and stuff. Brian, who is your favorite comic?
My favorite comic of all time would probably be Dane Cook. I did back when
He was great. He had a moment.
That's fine.
Asked me in
about
high
the
school.
joke.
I was kidding, but asked me in high school, like 9th grade, who my favorite. I was like, oh, just fucking Dane Cook. He's great.
hilarious.
So the only comedian you knew.
Yeah. If I had to, I don't know if I had to say like my favorite comedian. Fucking.
I mean, of all time.
You asked me this recently on the. This is how bad my brain cells are. Because you asked me recently this on the.
Well, because I said right now, who got you into comedy? It was kind of like a pretty open thing, so you were able to say like you love Shane Gillis and stuff like that. And you brought up somebody weird, but I don't remember who it was.
Tim Heidecker.
Yeah, Tim Heidecker's the one.
Yeah,
one you like.
probably the.
It's tough.
It is. It's really tough. I don't know, man. You fucking bringing up Norm.
I know Norm's so hard not to.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you, Kibbz?
What got me into comedy is like old Marx Brothers and stuff, and Carlin is the GOAT to me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And Dangerfield, I love his one-liners and his self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But these days, it's Shane Gillis, Adam Ray.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, pretty much alumni of Kill Tony.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
I think
what
a lot of when we did that question or a similar question about like podcasts, and a lot of people will bring up Kill Tony and, you know, the people on there because it's such a phenomenon. Like they just did the Madison Square Garden thing. I don't know if you guys have tuned in any of that. I think they dropped the day 1, maybe day 2 with like Rogan and Gil. I mean, it's hard because everybody who's good, who you like kind of look up to right now. What's that?
I don't know. That was weird.
that?
Kind of like a double clap.
I know it's almost October.
They
Shit's
did
getting
Biden. They did Biden and Trump on the second night at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah,
Which
that's
is
so,
great.
That's so funny. I
No,
mean,
yeah.
Adam and Shane doing those two characters was. I mean, they do them better than. I mean, that's
Themselves,
more. It's
yeah.
more Trump than Biden.
Yeah.
Than Trump and Biden. You know what I mean?
It's the things we love about them, you know.
It'll be on in 2 weeks. It'll air on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I thought it said day 1 was coming. I was like, I haven't really watched any of. I saw some clips and stuff, and
Yeah, they're hyping it up with their shorts.
I watched some of the Matt Rife episode. I think from last week. That
was good.
He's so cute. I just the entire time I'm just
He's
like,
funny. You knew he was going to have a good episode just because that's his shtick.
I know.
Back and forth
Yeah, it's
with
crowd
people.
work. He's great at it.
yeah.
And people can give shit to him and Schultz about being good at crowd work, but that's fucking hard. It's not easy. It's off the top of the dome.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is not easy.
Yeah, I like him. He reminds me of my sexually confused nephew.
Okay, well, as long as I've been your nephew, you've never told anybody that you knew I was sexually confused. How did you know? I'm a deeply closeted gay man. That's a Norm bit, too. I love Norm,
Yeah,
dude.
oh, yeah.
Another one I always forget to shout out, but I need to. Patrice O'Neal's one of my favorites, too. The misogyny for me is just so good. I'm just kidding. He's so funny, dude.
Dumb bitch.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
he's so funny. And,
He's mean.
well, I mean, the funny thing is people are really into Kill Tony now. And then if you asked like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, everybody would have said, Joe Rogan's people. And then before that, you know, it'd be like the guys on Opie and Anthony. Like, I feel like there's always like a crux of comedy that people like to, they get into and they get sucked into. And I feel like we all kind of, they're like the tastemakers kind of, you know what I mean? Of the genre at the time.
Kind of get stuck in a rut.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
but
you can't have
also
anything.
it's like where all the new cool things that everybody's convenient at is located. So I think with Brian and I talked about if we both ever get laid off from our work for extended periods of time because they keep, you know, we work in an industry that ebbs and flows, and it has 4 wheels and it goes beep beep, but we can't say what it is. But it ebbs and flows, and because of that, we might get laid off for a month or two. I was like, let's just go to Austin and just spend every weekend just trying to get on Kill Tony.
Be amazing. We work at Toyota too. We work for Toyota.
I seen it live. It's amazing.
You saw Kill Tony live?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel about it?
Felt like I didn't belong there.
Where were you at?
Brooklyn, New York.
Skankfest.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that you were at Skankfest. I didn't forget you were at Skankfest, but I forgot that they did Kill Tony there. That was kind of before it even blew up even more.
Oh yeah, it blew up big after
Yeah,
that.
this guy's got more comedy creds than any of us. Like just from
He was
being at
in a room-
Skankfest.
He was in a room with Louis C.K.
I smoked
Michael Che?
I smoked 20 blunts with Michael Che. Well,
Yeah.
getting back massages. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. His band won Battle of the Badass Bands for Skankfest, which is Louis C.K. Gomez,
Legion of
Dave
Skanks.
Smith, and who's the last guy? Oh, Big J. Okerson.
Yeah, and Ari Shapir.
Ari
and
Shapir.
then Dave-
Well, I'm talking about the guys that are the
Dave Attell
podcast.
paid us. He's the one that gave us money.
Oh yeah, dude. That's and like they've got like them to comment on their band which they have like clips. Like Michael Che said, "What do you remember the quote exactly?"
I can't remember them. Exactly.
I think it's something along the lines of these guys are doing for music what Jordan Peele does for horror films. Like it's a great quote to be able to put on anything. That's amazing to have, and then be able to say Michael Che from Saturday Night Live said that shit. Yeah. It's crazy. But you guys met Louis C.K. Maddie got confused for a comedian. Who was it?
So funny.
He's a nerd guy.
He was so. Oh man, this is gonna kill me.
I know you're gonna forget right now, but I would normally remember.
Oh my god, what?
I know, right?
Mike, help me, Mike.
It's like with the big.
Mike.
It's the guy with the big beard.
Yeah,
Myers. I'm just kidding.
No, look just like Matt. I know. He really does.
Yeah, they do look a lot alike, but he looks a lot like this comedian. And at first, like I guess Doug Benson came up to him and was like, "Are you Mike?" And he was like, he just kept hanging out for a minute smoking weed with Doug Benson of all people. And then next thing
all
is
night
like,
long.
"You're not him." And he's like, "Guilty as charged."
Yeah, Doug Benson's cool as hell. I ended up stealing his VIP package because they didn't give me mine fast enough, and there was a bag of weed and a vape in there, and I wanted it. So I was like, well, that's
"You look
Doug
like
Benson.
what you were. You did what you look like you would have done."
They gave out weed. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, they gave us
New York.
a Skankfest bag had weed in it and like a bunch of edibles and.
Dude, Maddie showed me some of that stuff. Like there was some cool shit in there.
Oh yeah,
like
man, they treated us
nice
like royalty, man. I mean, we had craft dinner. I mean, they were bringing us Starbucks at like 2 a.m, like fresh Starbucks.
It's not Mike Ross, is it?
No,
I don't know.
I can't remember what it was now. I feel like there's an Evan E or something in there.
Fucking,
Mike, it's like Mike Evans or something.
Yeah. It's funny because I was randomly watching some. He's already put it in the comments section tomorrow. But there was a point. I mean, when you get mistaken for somebody and get a whole conversation with Doug Benson, and that was pretty badass. You guys got to see so many people. You got to see Mark Norman.
Oh, we've seen. Oh man, Bill Burr, Mark Norman. I met Janine Garofalo right before he died. Gilbert Gottfried was there.
Oh yeah, you guys are huge fans of him.
Very much so. I mean, Zach Amico and Louis J. Gomez, all those people.
Did you meet Crack Amico? That's my
Crack Amico.
Crack Amico's my favorite.
I've seen more of Zach Amico than I ever want to see.
Oh, you saw? Oh yeah, didn't he like suck a? Doesn't they do like a suck a dick contest?
Well, no, he does naked roast battles.
Oh God, you got to see that? That would have scarred me.
I got to see part of that.
Yeah,
you can't really see much, man. There's a lot of that.
There's a lot in the way.
There's a lot in the way.
That's probably why he's so good at it. You can't really see his penis.
Yeah, you kind of got to lift it up, but if you're careful, it can flop down on your head and you suffocate. You
never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
One man great till they gotta be great.
But yeah, that was totally imposter syndrome there, man. You go there and then like you're in a room with all these people that you look up to, and you're like, some of them I didn't even know who the fuck they were.
Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe, I didn't even know who the fuck he was when I went there. I didn't know who John Mulaney was when I went there. All these people were just hanging around.
Mulaney?
What?
Yeah, dude,
Holy
you know what I mean?
shit.
John Mulaney is the best.
Strawberry jealous.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. These guys, they're in a band, a band that they didn't even consider themselves a comedy band. And I was like, you guys are clearly a comedy band. They got a song "Once an Abortion" about how I need a lady who wants an abortion. It's like a whole funny thing. They got a song about called "Bubble Trouble." It's about having sex with big women,
butt sex. Culture.
Yeah, you guys. The recent one is a beautiful love song about
butt sex. Yeah.
Butt sex, and it's
well, butt sex can feel good if you do it right. You know?
Yeah. And it starts off where he's asking her to do butt sex, and by the end he's like changing his mind, like, "Can you put it in my butt?" And it's like it's a cute little story, and it's like a family friendly type.
That's 100% Matty original, one of the best things he's ever written,
bro. And I remember when he started it and he played the music for me. I'm like, bro, this is going to be the funniest shit in the world, and I love it, dude. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about Harvestfest. I know we're talking about so much here. I want to get into Harvestfest
Miami
10.
Open Air Auditorium.
Gang.
Google for directions.
We're doing the thing.
Yeah, so we're all going to be there. So if you were like, hey, this podcast is really fun, these people are great, we're all going to be there. So come hang out with us at Harvestfest X. It's presented by Outhouse, the Kokomo Press, and Corey D. It is going to be September 14th. 2024. It's going to start. The gates are going to open at 4 p.m. The show's going to start at 5. We're going to have so many acts for you guys. Like, seriously, we're going to have comedy. We're going to have music. We're going to have food by the lunch break. We're going to have vendors there. We're going to have patrons going to kick it off. Resin AD, GPD, Forgotten Ashes, Tight Like a Tiger, Dwarf Among Midgets. And then comedians are going to be there. People that you've seen at the comedy open mic here in Kokomo, Indiana. You've got Sean D, Pierce Klopp, Michael Howard, Greg Lindbergh, the fantastic Alexa Eden.
The fantastic.
Davey Moomal, Jacob Harder, Jordan Grainger, that's me, Brian Allen West Jr., and your headliner all the way from Louisville, Kentucky is the man. We love him, Dan Alton. So if you haven't heard, now you know. Make your plans. It's going to be a great weekend. There's going to be free admission, free camping, and of course, as
Free
always,
insults.
free insults. Of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a tent there. I'm going to have Galaxy Gas if anybody wants to hit nitros.
The Kokomo Press does not
Fill up the
condone.
balloons, man.
Kokomo Press does not condone anything.
Yes.
I'm looking for the ha-has, not the wah-wahs.
You're going to go up on stage and you're going to be like, I had the best set of my life. And everybody's like, what the fuck was she doing?
She just started going like this. Like this thing.
She didn't say
People were really moving in and out. It was weird.
What the fuck was she talking about?
She just went there and was like, no. Yeah, no.
No. We don't supply you with your drugs.
Yeah,
If you want your drugs, you got to bring them yourself.
BYOD.
Or pay $5.
It's a gathering of the juggalos. It's the kind of rule there.
Oh man, yeah, it's gathering of the juggalos rules. If you're having an orgy, it has to be public.
Yeah, you can't do it. I just saw something recently that I wanted to bring to your attention because I know you have juggalo tendencies, Kibblez. But this was actually on a dating website that says Amanda 28 friendship just joined. I'm looking for juggalos, and you have to be down with the clown. I need 2 juggalos to help me with my juggalette. She wants to be clowned down by 3 juggalos. Have to be ready to dress like clowns and my juggalette with me. Who's down with the clown? And if there's a juggalette interested in joining my sexy wife juggalette and getting clowned down, come and say whoop whoop. I mean, so if you're in Texas,
Well, actually, I already know about this. That's just my other profile.
that's your other profile. I love that she has the
I have a really
knife
good
too.
friend that actually performs at the gathering every year.
Oh,
He's
shit.
like really in tight with just the whole scene. And,
Hell yeah.
yeah, his name's Matt Foy.
Hell yeah.
Real fantastic dude. But he is a part of the whole thing. Maybe I'll let him know.
Oh, yeah, he's got the whole hatchet, man. I'm pretty sure you have it.
They branded me.
Yeah, they branded you.
Yeah, it was a horrible ritual when I was 14 involving Fago and bloodletting.
Sounds about right.
He said 14. Now I'm concerned for
No,
you,
man, since
Kibblez.
I was like 8 or 9 years old, I've been into ICP, man. I mean, they were just saying stuff that I liked when I was a kid.
I remember hearing him when I was in like
And-
I'm
grade
down with
school.
the clown. For
That's what
real.
I'm saying. Well,
Yeah.
then
Great
they,
Malenko shaped me.
yeah, and then they became what they became, and I didn't become that.
You kind of diverge. There's a divergent path a little bit. You know what I
think
mean?
we just went our own separate ways.
I mean, there's so much great. I mean, there's so much great stuff from there. Though,
So
like
many
the
great memories
material.
from that
So many
time.
great
Some of the
Oh,
materials
it
are right.
is.
Some of it's not all that great. They sure did put on a lot of good rappers. You know, I still listen to Twisted.
Twisted, yeah.
You know, because they're still putting out stuff I can listen to. No offense.
Now, I have a question.
Clowns out
To
there.
listen to, do you have to be on Suboxone to listen to Twisted? Or
No,
How does that
actually,
work?
any kind of heroin or downers will work. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can just like hold my breath for a while and then.
the jelly roll is like my 2 favorite to go tos and say. But I like jelly roll.
I think to listen to Jelly Roll, you gotta have a little bit more than that, man.
Well, somebody saved me from this conversation. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead. I have heard people say Harvestfest X is the juggalo, to gather the juggalos of Central Indiana. Is that
it's
true?
the gathering of the Juggalos for corn.
For corn.
I don't know about. I've been to a gathering of the Juggalos. I can say no. That's
No.
definitely not the case. There definitely is. Okay, there's a few things that might be like that, but it's mostly a lot more chill.
Well, you
than
were
that.
dressed like a clown last year. Let's keep it real. I did have a dick
There's a
drawn on my
family-
face.
There's an underlining family feeling because it's Outhouse and we just
Yeah.
love everybody and everyone around us. So when you come in, it's going to be like a party.
Yeah.
If there's a fight that starts, it's going to be done immediately. You're going to be gone. If somebody has a problem with somebody, they're going to be gone immediately.
Yeah.
So I guess in some ways,
We take care of our own.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, I watched somebody get kicked out last year for being a butt face. I'll just say butt face to be nice.
yeah,
but-
you just gotta be cool. You gotta be
got
cool
kicked
to
out?
everyone.
Yeah, he'd been a butt face before, non-consensual butt face we'd heard, so he got
Yep.
kicked out. So we don't mess
And,
with those
and
people.
I didn't even see a video or nothing. I just
Oh,
took her
so you
word
guys don't
for
want
it.
to have fun at Harvest Fest?
That's what I'm saying.
All consensual.
It has to be consensual.
If you plan on coming there and having non-consensual sex, then don't even come.
Yeah. Or we'll beat the fuck out of you and kick you out, which is something that we'll end up doing. No, I mean, I love being a part of a group that like protects people and like takes care of people. And that's one of the things about Harvest Fest that every year when we have a conversation, we always say, how do we keep people safe and comfortable and be able to have an environment to have fun?
Bring
Because you are in the
lots
middle
of
of a field. Huh? Lots of
That's how you keep them safe.
Lots of condoms. Yeah. Lots of
That's
condoms.
one way.
Lots of.
When
That's
you
one
rape
way.
them, use a condom. That way you don't break your fucking raping seed.
Okay. Let's not use that word on this pod. I'm
horrible.
just kidding.
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
you're good. It gets used every week. I can't help it. Somebody brings it up. It's like a dick in a playground. Somebody
I
has
say
to
it
talk
so much.
about
I try to say "ard"
Yeah, there you go.
It just doesn't have the same ring to
It doesn't mean as much, and it kind of takes away from like the meaning of we need to be hurt. We need to cut you when you hear it, so you know not to do it.
Exactly.
I mean, you're from Muncie. Are you from Muncie? Did you grow born and raised?
Oh, no. Not born and bred. I am not a Mokel, but I mean, I've been there long enough. I might as well be a Mokel. But no, I have lived there for about 6 years.
Hell yeah! And you work at Be Here now?
I work
still?
at Be Here now.
You got multiple gigs, right?
I do all the things.
Yeah,
if it's making money, I'm doing it.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Mostly, never mind.
Don't look up her OnlyFans, is what she just said.
What's her OnlyFans handle?
That was what I was saying. No.
She's like, no, I don't.
No.
Brian's the only one here that's a superstar on OnlyFans, so you have to check him out.
What's your subscription? No.
It's actually a free model, and then he just sends you with PPV. So
He'll constantly message you saying, I got commissions.
At the cheek clapping captain.
Remember Captain Stabbin'?
Yeah, Captain.
That was like when we were young. That was like some of the first porn I was seeing.
Well, the first one I saw was Long Dong Silver. That's
First one I saw was literally Debbie Does Dallas.
Did you see that?
My grandpa just fucking had the whole
God.
Debbie series.
That's like when my grandpa sat me down and was like, you have to watch Gone with the Wind. And yours was like, no, Debbie Does Dallas. We're a little dirty around here.
Check it out. Look at that skirt your grandma's wearing. Look at that thing.
That's awesome, dude. No, but this is going to be great. Harvestfest is going to be awesome. We're going to have so many great comics. I'm excited. You can already hear the jokes flowing in here, so you know they're going to be extended till next Saturday. But before you get to that day, I will throw out, we do have another show, just in case you're like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make a Saturday show. Maybe you can come out and check us out at Battle of the Towers in Gas City, Indiana. Yeah. That's at Gas City Brewing Company. That's actually in Gas City. It's all Gas City related. So if you've heard of Gas City, you've driven through it, you're like, hey, isn't this that little place on the way to Marion? Guess what? Stop in. Tickets are actually $15. I keep grabbing the wrong one. I've done this so many fucking times.
The little one.
Well, I keep putting the wrong one up, dude. Here's the right one. And you can scan the QR code. So screenshot. I'll wait for you. All right, we're done waiting. All right, scan right now. Get that QR code. Go get your tickets now. There's gonna be barbecue. There's
Why
gonna
the
be all
fuck am I second on the card, bro?
You know why?
Why?
If you're gonna try to take my spot,
I mean,
look
wait. Look who's first there, though.
Huh?
I think you had to put it first.
Our
He's got to go first.
Yeah, he's exiled.
Or else somebody will say, you know.
No, he's back now. You
I'm not
let
very
him back.
happy with him though.
Yeah. You actually. I think there's going to be a really contentious election. If you guys haven't heard, there's going to be an election that happens. We're going to be electing the new editor in chief. This is election season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It is, yeah.
We're going to be setting a debate up soon. It's going to happen. I don't know. I'm waiting to find out if Courtney's going to enter the. She might swing everything. You know, she's going to take votes from all of us and the female vote, which. I haven't told people this, but the majority of our followers are female.
So are we taking a vote? Like you let everyone vote?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a public vote. We're gonna do an entire debate, and then people are gonna make their decision.
You know you're
I'm
gonna
a
get shit
master
on,
debater.
right?
Can I just like come join for the shits and gigs?
Right?
I've already what?
What was your OnlyFans handle?
They're gonna shit on.
They're gonna shit on me so hard.
Get shit on.
I already know, dude. I'm the least likable of the group. They don't realize that I'm the glue, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, but no, I literally just got my speechwriter just 2 seconds ago. So she's gonna help me with write this speech, and we're gonna get this. Yeah, Alexis is gonna help me. She's good at it. I've heard she's great. Her OnlyFans is down now. I'm just kidding. That's where Brian's a pretty good debater too. I watched him master debate a lot on his. I've never followed. I don't
just
follow.
through the window, in the backyard.
I don't know how he gets it done, but he's also on Twitch.
I'm on Twitch.
That's actually how he does it. This is how I'm just kidding. All right, guys, we're done. We're done here with that.
Find me on Grainger, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Imagine me playing NCAA 2K25 and it's jerking off.
Just the entire time you're like, go dogs, go dogs. God damn. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that in this house. No, we've got so much going on. I'm excited to hear this. This is brand new. This is something you guys haven't probably heard of on the podcast, but we're going to bring it up right now. Be Here Now is bringing back their comedy open mic. It returns. Now, this is going to come out the day after the first, but do not fret. October 13th, November 10th, December 8th. They've committed to the rest of the year at least. We see that on the thing. They're like, the rest of the year we're going to do this. I know Brian, myself, and my ex-buddy, Hypocrisy Jones, have already talked about maybe getting out there and coming to one of these?
Please come out there. Like last year, so we do it during the school seasons specifically to get all of the Ball State kids included, and we have Abso Improv and a couple of comedy crowds out there that like get involved, and it's a great time. It's a great time. Why not be there? Why not be there now?
Especially with that pitch. Be there now. Be here now. It's such a hilarious. I was trying to write, like when you guys did, because you guys had your first like comedy show back too recently. Like you had some people we know, Jacob Harder, you had Cole Peterson, Dan West, some people that we've actually seen locally at, if you've been to a Kokomo Press open mic, they've been out there. Cole's been there a few times. Obviously, Dan West is kind of a mainstay. Jacob as well, yourself. So it's I saw you guys did that show this last week, your first one back, and I went to write a post like, if you're in Muncie, you better be there now at Be Here Now. And it was like, it's so awkward writing it, but I was like, be there now at Be Here Now. And then I just feel like am I Dr. Seuss all of a sudden? Like what happened to me? But that's what it felt like. I was like writing it down.
Red thought, blue thought. One thought, two thoughts. I don't know.
1 laugh, 2 laughs, 3 laughs. No laughs.
So where's that at, guys?
It's in Muncie.
It's in Muncie.
505 North Hill Street, Muncie.
And you got one
there
tonight?
you go.
So yeah, tonight is the first comedy open mic. It is returning. We're really excited. I know Devon Shoemaker is going to be out there tonight.
Yeah.
I think Jacob might show up. We'll see what happens.
Pierce, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Pierce Bumbleclot. That's his last name, right? Bumbleclot.
Pierce Bumbleclot.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Pierce Clit, but
Yeah, it's definitely something there. I'm like, that's so close, dude. He can't help it. It's just his name, and it's Hyde is his middle name. It sounds like the height of a pierced clit. Like it's like there's nothing you can do for him. He's too far gone. He's too far gone at Be Here Now.
I'm keeping warm with my pierced clit high.
I do want to give an update. It is 15-7. Texans had a field goal. So.
Fuck me, dude.
I
know. They're all getting the update. They've already seen it. It's Monday. That's the only negative about doing the podcast on a Sunday is actually this open mic has already happened. You guys already missed it. But like I said, October 13th, November 10th, December 8th. It's the second Sunday of every month from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And the sign-ups start at 8:30, 505 North Deal Street in Muncie, fabulous Muncie, Indiana. Screenshot this too. Well, I don't have that one, but I do have this one. All right, I don't know why.
We got the brown thing.
Alexa,
you guys have a lot of sounds.
Did you get to meet Afro Man or like smoke pot with him or anything?
So this year was his presidential campaign, so he wasn't drinking and he wasn't smoking. But yes, absolutely. In previous years, I drank a Colt 45 from the chalice. That was beautiful.
Oh my
one of the best
God.
times.
That's dope, dude.
That is awesome.
So this has been my 5th year running Afro Man show, and then I think the year before that was like my first time seeing him, and I definitely like had a blunt rolled, had to pass it to him, had to have the experience. But no, it's been a great time every year. It's amazing.
He'd be fun to get to Kokomo, I swear.
Yeah, getting to come out to Cooper's Pub. You guys have a big space.
No way.
He's doing his presidential campaign right now, so you might be like, "Hey, let me write you in write you into Kokomo as I write you into office."
Yeah, right.
Afro Man for president.
Afro Man for president. He's trying to legalize weed and prostitutes. So what more can you ask for?
Yeah.
I don't agree with the weed thing, but
I don't agree with the weed thing. What the fuck ever.
Yeah, right. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see Dwarf again this year. I always love how they end up closing out.
yeah, we do that just because we're the host of the show. So if it gets cut off, well, it never has, but if it gets cut off, we're the ones that gets cut off, not the other bands who've traveled or.
Not to mention, you guys can probably play for about 2 hours if you want to. You guys have such a long
we have a
catalog.
lot of material.
You guys have been together for
18 years. We're of age now.
You're of age. I can actually smash.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, you
dude.
can smash us.
All right. Hell yeah.
You can peg us all.
I can't tell you how many times a day, like I'll just be sitting at home and all of a sudden, Dedicini. It just gets stuck in my fucking head.
Yeah, it was mine for a while. Luckily, we
dude.
got new songs that we're writing. Got one about Coneheads and a Back to the Future one brewing. It's
You guys
all
already have
pop
one Back to the
culture.
Future one.
No.
Well, it's named after a Back to the
Yep.
Future.
But it's not about Back to the
Okay, so this one's specifically about Marty?
Yeah, Maddie's even figured out the Lydian scale for the theme song. It
Okay.
sounds so good.
Hell yeah.
So it's just, I don't know what it's about yet. I just know what the music is.
Yeah.
The Coneheads one is about, they're finally coming.
Snarful the Garthak, right?
Yeah, Snarful the Garthak.
Garthak.
But they
I
don't
always-
want to Snarful the Garthak.
Yeah.
Snarful the Garthak.
You guys have, it's funny, I was talking to Maddie about it because when you guys originally started doing like music, it was more like offensive type of like, kind of like young kid stuff. Like you're like, I'm going to get under your skin. And
Poop and pee jokes.
Yeah. And then you guys got older and you guys are like, let's just do nostalgia pop culture stuff. You guys have a song from Out the Room. You guys have a song about like a go-go power. I guess.
And the things we love.
like
A song about
one,
George Carlin, a song about a song about Bob Saget, was he murdered by a hooker? All the things that we love about comedy, but maybe they're not funny songs.
And you have a song for Odorous, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's different.
That's the one that Maddie always demos like, this is the grossest song we've ever written. Thanks, Kibblez.
That was my only contribution that's solely mine.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, hey, Maddie's the singer. And then I'm like, nah, Kibblez does a lot of you do a lot of vocal work.
I used to do a lot more. I used to say I was the rapper in the band and I would rap and stuff, but we don't really. Maddie's got such a good voice. It became so good that we don't want anyone else to sing. He's got the voice. Like you.
Yeah. I'm getting I've got the golden voice of an angel.
You have a song you probably haven't played in years that's stuck in my head still to this day.
One?
It's the Picture song.
Oh, yeah. That song, dude.
You wrote pictures? Huh? I found your picture. You wrote that?
Yeah, that was me. I put your picture. I sent it to my good buddy, Kid Rock.
Katie and Sheryl Crow, they did it justice.
Yeah, actually, people don't know this, but I did Sheryl Crow's part, and that's actually not her. I just gave her the credit. I was like, you do it.
Well,
You kind of look like Sheryl Crow.
Ball with the ball.
Man, I can't believe this. Ran out of gas. On the way to Gas City. How am I going to get to my gig? Hey man, what's up? I ran out of gas. I'm going to Gas City. I have a gig and I'm going to be late. I'm going to Gas City for a show too, and I gotta ride this. Got room?
You guys said you guys need some gas over here?
Yeah, got it.
Got some good.
Oh no, I meant like gas money.
You guys trying to get to Gas City?
Yeah.
Hop in, man. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, quick shout out though. You and Michelle killed picture at Cooper's.
Bro, that was the worst song I've ever done in my life.
No,
so.
it was good.
You thought it was good?
Yeah, everybody did. That table, like you and her, had the table, had those tables every time you guys were singing. Actually, they were getting into it.
Yeah, paying attention, dude.
Yeah.
It was fun, man. When they were talking about doing karaoke, and they're like, you should come out and do karaoke. And I'd never done it at Cooper's before. I'd done it, at other places around town. But I was like, I'll come through and do it. Whatever. Let's see if I get a babysitter. And then I came through and I messaged Michelle because Michelle is a phenomenal singer. She's insane.
She's so good.
And she works with us on the Holiday Special and a bunch of. She's a really good singer. She's a good actress. Great. So I messaged her and was like, hey, you want to go do this with me? I'm going to be sitting by myself at the bar like a weirdo. And she's like, yeah. So we went there, and of course she's like, I'll go. I did my first song. I went up there and did what did I do? I think I did not Mr. Blindside, the
Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Exactly.
No, the first one you did was
Somebody told me. I think I usually do that when I'm warming
Yeah.
up. Somebody told me by the Killers, which usually it's a crowd favorite too. People like that type of shit. So then I knocked something like that out, and then she was like, I'm gonna go up there, and she does fucking Celine Dion. And murders it.
fucking people were like, whoa, going crazy.
And I will do it. No, that's fucking what's his name? Meatloaf.
I would do anything for love.
I always think of that song.
Same thing. Celine
She
Dion,
would have
Meatloaf.
slayed that.
What song? She would have. What was the song that she did? I can't remember.
Is it the Titanic song? My Heart
No,
Will
it
Go
was.
On?
It's the ballad one.
I
There was
really
nights
hope
when
it-
the time was so cold.
I always thought she was really nasally. Sorry, I'm going
But
to
it's
ruin your
all
Celine
coming
Dion.
back to
Yeah, that one. But it's all.
Can't deal with
She
her.
fucking, and you have to climb that mountain 3 times in that song. She climbed that mountain all 3 times, and people were like, "Whoa!" And then I was like, I guess I'll go do a bullshit song now. I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Went up and did
Whoa.
Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake.
Oh, dude, I killed that
Black Betty,
though.
Black Betty Jam. Black Betty, Bam to Lamb.
I've never done that one before. I think I did something else before that too, though. I thought we did the picture, and then I did one more than that. But I did Cry Me a River last because I was like, I want to do a cool pop song. I haven't done it. I'd done I ended up doing a Chance the Rapper with Shelby. That was
Yeah,
funny.
that
I
was
did the video.
hilarious. I
Dude.
left halfway through, but I was watching, dying laughing. I was like,
I got a huge
Shelby was
round of
into it,
applause at the
too.
end when DaBaby's part came up because I fucking murdered it.
Did you murder it?
Yeah, dude. That's my pocket for rapping. So I was like,
were you just in your head the
Guess I'll
whole
set a new
time?
lawsuit.
Do not say the N word. Do not say the N
No,
word.
no. I was like, say it. I tell myself to say it. Yeah, I get a pass.
Ray would have been like, yeah, do your thing.
Yeah, he's like, I'm on your side. No, I don't think there is any N-words in that shit. I mean, it's Chance the Rapper. You don't allow them to happen. You know what I mean? He's not down with that. He's gospel. He's fucking his wife only. He lets us all know that. That was the weirdest album.
Just his wife?
Well, that's what he put on. I mean, the whole album is just how much he loves his wife. And I was just like, God. I mean, yeah, cool, dude, but don't tell us about it. It's gay. It's gay to love your wife.
No one wants to see that. No one
gay
wants
to love
hear
your
about
wife.
that. That's what my wife said.
I quit telling people.
Oh, let's do it. Let's be intimate. It's been a while. I said, that's fucking gross. We're married. You know?
What are you doing?
Quit that.
Been together too long for all that. I'm excited because we do have more shows. I always start with I'm excited because I am excited. You've got some shows coming up at Outhouse Records. I want to definitely highlight real quick. So we'll run through those real quick. We've got
September
War
27th?
Curse on October 19th.
Oh, yeah.
I might have these out of order. My bad. This is actually one we're doing together. I forgot about that. Alexa, me, and Brian, and Jacob, and Devon, and Brock. I know.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be great. That's going to be in Dunkirk, Indiana.
Everyone's on there, huh?
Is this the one you were talking about?
Yeah, that's
I've been to Dunkirk.
That's the first one coming up. That's the tragedies and the Lawn Dart Massacre.
Hell yeah. And then I think there's one more. I don't know if I have it on here yet, but I have it. It's on here. It's just down. But that won't be until mid-October. All right, maybe I don't.
I'll say from like, yeah.
It's the Peace and Love show.
Yeah, the Peace and Love with
that's gonna be fun
with
too.
Odd Unique.
Caleb
This is
Sample.
I wish we had that. I forgot to send that to you. I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry,
it's
Caleb.
on. It's somewhere. I just don't know where the hell I put it.
The Party in Peace. That's going to be a great show.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun show. I always fuck this up somehow. I always do this every podcast. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's gonna be great. You guys have such a great lineup coming up of those shows, and I think people are gonna. Oh, it's right fucking there. I'm so blind.
Yay! There it is. That's the 11th.
Party, yeah, that's on the 11th. So, so if you guys are like, what is it to do? Guess what? There's like a trillion things to do.
All types of stuff to do.
So much going on. And if you're in Muncie, check out the open mic. If you're not in Muncie, then go to Dunkirk. Travel to Muncie, go to Dunkirk. Let's hang out.
I'll say this: Kokomo is a fucking hotbed right now. We had the Great Uncle Cracker last night.
I know.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Kid Rock, Uncle Cracker.
Yeah, speaking of Kid Rock, it's his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny because the first thing Michael Howard, he's like, actually, I think Kid Rock got Uncle Cracker out of a sexual assault case. I'm like, dude, calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. He's always riding. He's riding hard against all that kind of stuff. He's like, yeah.
I was like, chill. I don't think that happened.
They're not as close anymore. Some would say that now he's Kid Rock's Bud Light. He's not Bud Full. He's like
nice.
Bud Light now.
Should have saved it for the stage, man.
I know. I'll say it at some point. If they'd have let me on stage with that cracker, I'd have said something to him.
Oh yeah.
No, I heard a lot of people were posting last night in the Kokomo Chatter. I don't know if you guys have heard of Kokomo Chatter, but a lot of people were posting in the Kokomo Chatter that he sounded horrible, and some people were like, "No, it wasn't him. It was the sound guy." I'm like, yeah, somebody's fault.
The sound guy sounded awful?
No, the sound guy.
Yeah, that's usually my complaint, man. I leave the contract and say, man, that sound guy really sounded horrible tonight.
You listen back and you're just up there like, wah, wah, you're on the fucking, you're back on the sauce.
Spice Girls were perfect, but that sound guy.
Messi went there last night, didn't he?
Yeah, he went to see Uncle Cracker. It was all right. I heard... Was it true or just satire that a light fell on someone?
Not there at the Riverwalk concert. That's true.
Okay.
It was confirmed by multiple people.
Anybody die?
No, the final band got on stage and a light fell and knocked one of the musicians, and then they ended up shutting it down like 20 minutes early.
I figured out what it was. There's a lot of meth heads in town. They just didn't keep their eye on it long enough, and one of them climbed up there and started unscrewing it.
Yeah, they were like, "Wait, I don't have a smoking apparatus. Oh, there's a light bulb up there. I'll grab that." It's one way.
There's no car antennas near me. What do I do?
What do I do?
I need some Brillo.
I call my meth addicted cousin David Copperfield.
David Copperfield.
Yeah, and he makes all copper disappear for sure. Yeah. And he disappears when the coppers show up.
House. He made the whole,
he made all of it.
Kaboom. Yeah.
Grandma doesn't have electricity anymore. Also, he's pretty big into those. What are those things people are cutting all the fucking time? Those drive me crazy.
Oh, alternators.
No. You don't talk
Catalytic
converters.
Catalytic. That's so crazy to me. Every time we'd be at work and they'd be like, "There's somebody out in the fucking cutting catalytic converters."
I think it's a good job. You know?
That's
Kibblez. That's what you're doing now.
I can't help it, man. I have to do something.
About $1,500 a week. It ain't bad.
Yeah, you better be riding on lowriders. So I'm getting underneath there and cutting that shit off. There's platinum in there, catalytic converters.
I really appreciate when the meth addicts fuck up and they do reverse robberies. I once opened my car and had a phone, a computer, all kinds of things in my car, and I'm like, where did this come from?
Dropped everything.
I found something
$3
better.
was taken out of my cup holder, but yet there's all this stuff in here now.
Yeah, that's what
score.
I have to explain to the officers all the time. Why do you keep meth in your car? And I'm like, because if they get in there, they'll leave the shit and just grab the meth. That's what they wanted in the first place. Like, I just give them what they want.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. The catalytic converters thing is so crazy to me, dude.
Oh, man. I worked at a place called Gale Insulation in Indianapolis, insulation installers. And we'd have all these box trucks. And one night, somebody came in and took 12.
12?
12. Nobody worked. Shut down a whole company for like 3 days. It was crazy.
Took 12 box trucks?
I was like, wait, catalytic converters or box trucks?
Well, that's the box trucks. Took the converters, and then they can't run because, well, they can run, but they can't run because that's the standard for emissions.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. So it's like, it's crazy because they take the one thing off the vehicle that won't make it not run, but also you're not allowed to, because it's like illegal to drive without it.
Yeah.
I mean, can they have
diesel trucks?
Does it make a different noise? Like, do they have to look?
Yeah, it makes a different noise when they take that thing off. It sounds like a fucking Harley.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get really loud. They just pretty much, especially if they don't know what they're doing, they're going there cutting. There's some people that come in there, they're obviously mechanics because they're using tools and they're unscrewing everything, but other people just come in with a saw.
Yeah.
And just saw it up, screw everything up.
Yeah. I heard the Saw series is getting out of hand. Then that's the problem here.
Yeah, that's a big
I blame them completely.
Yeah, Saw 7, Saw in Malibu.
Malibu's
a coconut
most
drink. You have one choice. Drink this coconut drink.
You have one choice. Give me meth or I'm cutting your catalytic converter off your vehicle right now. And you're like, all right.
I would watch that.
I would too.
Kokomo Saw.
Kokomo Saw, yeah.
Instead of Jigsaw, it's just
Not
a big
to change
praying
subjects, but I'm excited for Halloween show coming.
Oh, you want to talk a little bit about that? We got a little Halloween show going on.
I want to know something about it.
Oh,
October 26th.
Yeah, we don't have any.
It's very early.
It's very early, but October 26th, we're doing a full Halloween show, contest, prizes, the whole thing, comedy before, afterwards, included in the price of tickets. It's going to be a show we're going to do after. We might have a very special
guest,
if you guys know. We're working really hard on that, but that's going to be our next big showcase that we do at Cooper's Pub. Like, we actually, the last one we did was in July, and so we've taken 2 months off, which is crazy. It's almost close to 3 at this point. Typically, we just do one every other month.
I like it, though, because this is going to be a big bang. We're back,
baby.
Dude.
Yeah. I don't know why the hand thing, but yeah, the rest of it was cool.
I don't know why I'm hard right now.
You like one of those little monkeys?
No, I was insinuating we were going to fuck the crowd.
Cool. Okay, that'd be cool.
The crowd.
We're back to the juggalo
thing. None of us got that. None of us got that.
Yeah.
Nobody did.
And before I move on, I have to definitely say that if it is Kokomo Saw, it'd be Kokomo Synced. Okay, let's just say that. It wouldn't be Saw. We don't use the proper. Was synced. Yeah, but Harvestfest, I do want to. This is my favorite photo of all time. Matty Kroll in the commercial with all of us just standing around him. It made me laugh so hard. His face, he's definitely pooping.
I thought that's what he looked like right before he took a big old wang to the mouth.
Yeah, that's exactly what he looks like. Mm-hmm. I've seen it.
Except for he's winking.
He has had sex dreams about me. He's told me.
Oh, I believe.
Yeah,
so weird.
One day I woke
never had
up.
a sex dream about you.
No, God, you're so.
No.
Yeah, we're not. So. We're not as close as I thought we were.
I don't have good sex dreams. I wake up unsatisfied even in sex dreams. I did wake up smoking a cigarette once. That was interesting.
Yeah. My sex dreams are too real. I wake up and I have to apologize to everybody in the house.
I'm sorry, neighbor. I really thought you were my wife.
Yeah. That's why I thought the lady next door wasn't going to be nice to you. Just kidding. This was my last time I fell asleep in a car. Oh, my bad, right here. This is the last time I fell asleep in a car.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
if I had a nickel.
Blue.
Obviously, this is a bad time at Mike's car wash, right? Is that what this is, probably?
Oh,
I don't think so, man. I think this is what happens, ladies, when you don't fuck your man. All right? It just gets all built up in there and it just explodes when you're in the car wash all of a sudden.
Bro.
You get a little vibration from the car. Oh, shit! Yeah. No, thanks!
That's why we ride Harleys, you know?
Yeah. That's true.
It vibrates the cum out of our nuts.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. It's true, though.
It's a fact. It is a fact. Everybody knows that. Have you guys ever watched, there's a show called Breaking Points on pops up all the time for me on YouTube, and there's this guy, and he's like a conservative, like Indian guy, and I got in trouble. He blocked me the other day because of this joke right here. I fucked up. I made him mad. He said, walked out of Denver airport immediately hit by the stench of weed. He hates weed, and so I said, bro, I'm laughing at an Indian dude worried about smells right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucked up. Did anybody like it?
Oh, dude, they got nuked before anybody could even get to it. I was like, he's worried about smells, bro. You better start fucking talking to yourself.
Like BO and curry powder.
Oh, dude. I'm like, what the? I was just like, come on. Of all the people in the world, Sagar, come on. I'll still watch his YouTube show. He's funny. He's interesting. He just hates weed
just don't
so
like
much.
you, no.
He hates weed.
He's not a weed guy.
Why?
He blocked
What's
me.
wrong with weed, man? There's so many things to hate worse than weed.
You're right. I mean, you're absolutely true. I mean, we've talked about a couple of those things.
Women that don't put out.
Yeah, or women that do put out, but then you find out the kid's not yours. This happened recently to a friend of mine.
I'm so sorry to hear
Kermie. Who's this guy in the corner over there? I don't know.
Why does Kermit have such a dog?
Is that
though?
Hypocrisy Jones? I didn't know he
Oh
was.
my
That's
God.
Hypocrisy Jones. Oh my God, that's so crazy. I didn't know he was doing that out there. You know what I mean?
Shame on him.
Hip
I don't
hop.
know. Why would he do that?
Why is Kermit's pants so tight, man?
Oh man, because he's letting himself go, man. He's
Yeah,
got
he
kids.
is.
He's taking
No, why
care
does
of.
he have a thick ass? Like,
That's not even right, man.
Kinda wanna touch
Look at
it.
that.
I don't know why the pants look like a butthole. That's the weird part.
I've
It's
never
like
wanted to fuck a
pants.
frog like I do right now.
Oh, well, I
That's
have.
suggestive.
I have plenty of times.
It's very suggestive.
Well, I mean, you could fuck a turtle. I've heard one comedian that's going to be at Harvestfest accidentally had a turtle on his wiener.
That's true.
That's one of the funniest stories.
On his bed. Oh, it's so good.
Dude, he talks about thinking he's going to become a Pokemon because he took a bath with his turtle and his turtle bit his wiener.
Oh shit. Maybe he's like Spider-Man. He'll get turtle powers now.
Yeah.
He'll develop a hard
That'd
shell.
take a chunk out. I hope it's kayfabe.
Yeah, me too. You think it's fake?
was that a sober decision? You take
He
a
was a
bath with
child.
turtle.
He was a
Okay,
kid.
okay, okay.
He's like, he
Yeah.
really puts the onus on his mom. Like, why would you let this happen? It's like, why would you let me take a bath with a turtle? No,
like a
I mean,
worm.
it could be. Yeah, it could be worse. There are worse things to take a bath with.
Yeah.
Like
I
my
can think
older
of a few
cousin.
things.
You're older.
Yeah, Uncle, not again. The worst
remember
Thanksgiving
being-
ever.
I remember being like 4 or 5 and sitting on the couch like bare ass and ants like going like biting my asshole or like stuff, and it was like so.
They were trying to find food.
That's hardcore.
They're just hungry.
It's legit.
Is it really their fault? They were hungry.
Butt ants, man. They're
Speaking of delicious
prevalent.
things, did you guys hear that the snack wrap is reportedly coming back at McDonald's? It's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, honey mustard. You guys like a little honey mustard? You know, sitting on the couch butt naked, eating a snack wrap. you with 10,000 of your tiny little friends.
There's
Having
only
a
like 2
combo.
of them, but no, I've like my mom had to wipe my ass and it was
Oh,
embarrassing.
bugs. I thought you remember being
Ants.
bare-assed on the couch
No, like
and your
the
ants
ants,
was
the
all up in
bug.
your butt.
My
All of
bad,
his
I was
ants.
like, all of your ants, like, that's a big
No.
family. I mean, that's like horrible.
Ants were crawling and like crawled in my, and it was a weird feeling. And I was
That's a
like,
different type
I
of
remember
anthill.
that.
It's a different type of anthill.
That's messed up, man. That's giving me like,
Yeah. Was it the queen?
I don't know if it's my hemorrhoids or if
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was-
ants crawling on my butthole now.
I don't know what it was, but it's probably why I have like it's probably like ass play.
Yeah, it makes
That's
sense.
true. Yeah.
I was talking about to say that's why I don't like insects near my ass, but I think that's just like everyone.
Yeah, it's like most of us.
Yeah, most people don't.
You don't
like
know what
that.
they're going to do. You know what I mean?
Hamsters are cool, but little crawly.
You try to
things.
talk to them about keeping a safe boundary, but they just do what they want.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the problem.
They got their own minds.
Yeah, they got their own.
That's why I
defense
prefer uncles in my butt.
mechanisms. Like the good Lord intended. Oh God. Oh my God. Did you guys hear this random story this week about some lady leaving her whole family? Happened in Kokomo. It was wild as hell. So this guy drops this cryptid type of thing where he's like, please, if anyone knows where my wife Jennifer is, please let me know immediately. We had an argument, she left, and I'm not able to find her with her location. Please help me. And then immediately afterwards, this gets put out there, and she's like, it's like a goodbye. I don't want to read the whole thing, but it's like a goodbye note to her whole family, to her kids, everybody. She disappears. It becomes this huge story on Facebook locally. Everybody's like, look for Jennifer. We're going to find her. We're going to find her. Then all of a sudden, they both deleted their posts, and it all went away, and we're all left with millions of questions. What happened here? Was somebody trying to get attention, or did something serious happen? Because I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I want to know what happened to the Osborne family over here.
Bitch is dead.
Take care of her. Boy, this bitch was like, I'm done.
I'm done.
Start over.
So I'm
I'm
starting
becoming a
over.
nurse in Vegas.
She said, I'm going to go get a pack of smokes. I'll be back.
That's what she-
Nah, she just went to Gas City and jumped off that tower. That's what happened.
Look, cigarette habits are cheaper than kids. I don't blame her.
yeah. It's like got to go to got to go to the store for like tampons.
Yeah.
And they never
Oh,
come
that's
back.
what they
Pads.
do.
gotta
I
get
just
pads.
started. I'll be back. Never come back, dude.
Never.
The tampons with all the friends she met along the way.
That's
Oh,
fucked
God.
up though.
so sad.
I know Chris personally, so
No, you know the guy. Wow. See, he
I
tagged
know him.
Courtney on Facebook and stuff. So I'm like following this saga. Like I'm like, what's happening? And then next
Kinda
thing I
got
know,
me
it all gets
worried.
deleted. It's all gone. Nobody gives an update. I'm like, you rallied the community. Now we need answers at that point. I mean, I know this is probably a private matter, but when you go public, you rally the community. I want to know what's going on
there ain't
here.
no way I would
got
never
Jordan
go.
worried.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
ain't no way I'm putting my shit out there like that. 'Cause
No,
obviously
not at
he
all.
said it was a fight. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not.
No way.
And then she writes that. That's like a. Ugh.
I haven't seen my wife in a year and a half, and I'm still not looking.
He was like, I never even looked.
I've never felt freer.
I had a story on here I want to talk to you guys about, but here it is. So we were talking about cigarettes there, about going to get a pack of cigarettes. Did you guys see the cigarette smoking among U.S. adults at an 80-year low?
Woohoo.
Crazy how it's fallen.
How far up is vaping?
I mean, I was gonna say, like, is that an accurate?
All right, you got me.
Everybody I know
part.
vapes.
Dude,
Oh
even
my
the
God.
kids, man. I know like a family friend who their kid just got suspended for 5 days for having a vape in school. City smokers know what it's like. She just let us know. She's like, "Ugh, are you a smoker?
Yeah,
You got the
I am
vape?"
definitely a smoker. I have a no smoking tattoo, but I am a smoker and a vapor. I do all the
cigarettes?
things. So I smoke cigarettes while I'm vaping. You know.
Damn.
You talk about getting the Wawa. Oh my God, I couldn't.
It's
handle
funny
it.
how vapors like, oh my God, gross. How dare you?
You're a nicotine fiend, dude.
Yeah, no, actually, I've quit cigarettes, but like, you know, every once in a while, I'm like, okay, let me hit that shit because I need it.
You should go onto a construction site and smell a bunch of cigars and nasty, sweaty men and sweat and cigarettes. Now you go in there, you smell baked goods and freaking fruit.
It smells like cotton candy.
Yeah, it smells like oh, Daryl.
Smells like salt,
What are you
sea salt.
vaping on today? It smells like cotton candy. Oh,
Yeah.
Frank, it's a passion fruit lemonade.
I know. It's like you can't even keep your man card.
I know.
I got kicked out. I put this on the podcast. I won't go too deep in it. I got kicked out of an Uber in Fort Lauderdale for a vape that nobody even smoked. They just assumed that we were smoking it because she had it in
Because you
her hand.
smelled great.
Yeah, it's funny.
I vaped for 12 hours at Disney World, never got caught.
Hell yeah.
I felt like a boss. I was
Disney
like, fuck
World.
you, Mickey. I got
Dude,
this.
I ain't been to Disney World since I was a kid, dude.
I love Disney World.
Disney World.
I
like Disney.
got kids. My kids are grown now. They don't want to go anymore, but
I don't fuck with Disney World anymore because a lot of people were like, don't fuck with Nickelodeon because you can get molested. But I actually was molested at Disney. I wasn't molested.
yeah, that's messed
A
up.
little bit.
I mean, what was wrong with me?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't
What did I
understand.
do
How
wrong?
come nobody molested me?
Yeah.
All my friends and everyone. I just want to be
He got
part of the
FOMO.
fucking
He
cool
got
crowd,
he got
you know?
molestation FOMO right
Yeah,
now.
it's not fair.
I was FOMOing out the mouth. He had to make sure. I'm just kidding.
Always the fat kid.
No, I was. You work kind of at Be Here Now, and you've been around that kind of shit and stuff. Did you hear this new drink cuts blood alcohol levels in half in 30 minutes for rapid hangover relief? It's called the safety shot. So apparently, you can get as drunk as you want and then drink one of these, and there's a hormone or whatever not a hormone. What is it? Fucking. What do they call those? It's a little enzyme, an enzyme. It's an enzyme that it actually releases. And then apparently you can just, go back to driving like you were.
That's
So what if I drink like the double the amount though of like the regular liquor that I would already drink?
Yeah.
So if I have 15 shots and drink 2 of these, I'm good to go.
It's kind of like when the breathalyzer came out and it's like, they're like, we're doing this so that you won't drink. And then you're like, I can beat it. And so it becomes a contest. So people are going to be like, oh, I'm just going to chase with this. It's going to become like a cocktail. You're going to have the safety shot cocktail. People are going to have like a shot of whiskey and a shot of a safety shot. And you're like, I'm neutralizing. In 30 minutes, I'll be fine. It's going to be a game. Who can still get pulled over after drinking 5 safety shots before they left the house?
Officer, it's okay. I'm sorry I killed that family. I had 2 safety shots. Though.
Yeah, I had 2 safety shots. Oh, cool. Never mind. You're good.
Yeah, never mind.
You're
You're
good.
right. It must be total
You're good. Hey, wake up,
freak
kids.
accident.
He had a safety shot.
Freak
Get up.
accident.
Yeah.
Pick your arms back up. Get back in your car. Go.
That's the cargo. They were cargo. Now they were precious cargo. Now they're
Now the car go by.
now they're just being cleaned up on the side of the highway. Anyway, yeah, I always take it a little too far there. I'm sorry
Poor
about
kids.
that. Sorry.
Poor kids. Shout
Sorry,
out to
guys.
Brandon Palicki.
Yeah, poor kids. Taking it too far
Shout out
podcast. Which I'm not sure if I'm supposed to release. I think they're done.
Are they?
Are you being for real?
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything from them in a while.
Whatever.
I swear. I
I'm
had a
sorry.
combo.
Well, I apologize. Outhouse totally killed you. You couldn't freaking come back with a good comeback, and then you fizzled. I already miss you though.
The worst part is that their last episode that they put out, I was unintentionally mean. See, so they were doing a bit. We have friends of ours that do the Taking It Too Far podcast locally, and they did the roast with us. They did the holiday thing.
Funny
and
guys and awesome people.
Yeah. There's 2 guys and a girl, a husband and wife, Brandon Palicki, Laura Palicki, and then Adam Nelson. They're great people. But they hadn't put out an episode. And the last episode they did, I could only watch half of it because they do this thing where they're like, we've got a question of the week. We're going to call our friends. So they call different people. So they called me and they asked me about sexual positions. Like, what's your favorite sexual position? Which is awesome. I get to talk about something I love. And and then it's like, well, what would you call the position? And me not reading the room because I'm not in the room, but me not reading what's going on. He's like, what's the sex position where she's on an ottoman and with her legs up and you're coming from underneath and you're thrusting up. And I was like, oh, that just sounds like you guys need to get a divorce. It sounds like whoever's together and it's ran its course, that you guys are trying to find new ways. I was like, just do normal shit. And he's like, okay. And then I finally listened to the podcast, and it was there. That's how they do it, and they like it. And I was like, oh, okay.
They're
And then
not
the
getting
podcast
divorced,
is no, they're not getting a divorce, but I did thoroughly end the podcast. No, but I messaged him and I was like, you guys still doing the show? And he's like, I don't know, man. We might be done. And I was like, why? And he's like, we're just not the same passion for it anymore. And I was like, it's cool, man.
Oh, that sucks.
I get it.
That does
I was
suck.
into it.
Yeah,
I like their
it's a fun
chemistry.
show. Yeah, I like the fights.
chemistry.
So clearly the positions weren't working.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys should try just missionary. Right?
The position where 3 people sit with headphones on in front of a microphone is not a good position for them, I guess, apparently.
Not for
anymore.
getting off.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had a hard on one time since I've been in here. I was going to complain about that afterwards.
Well, I was going to talk to you about that because I was on Sheen the other day and I saw that they were giving away some good shit. I don't know what the fuck Sheen's on, but what the fuck? Like, what are we doing out here? Like, I was like, oh, those Jordan 1s look cool in the corner. And the next thing I know, I'm
I
like,
can't believe he hit.
oh my God, Brian broke something.
Well,
It was me. I
It was
totally
you.
did
I'll
that.
take the blame.
No,
No,
that
it's
was totally
Brian's fault.
Kibblez. You can't blame Brian for that.
Hey guys, I want you guys to be aware that was Brian that did that. He's trying to destroy my studio
gave me-
ever since he
I'm
became
jealous
editor-in-chief. He fucking started doing stuff like
Brian
this.
just
And-
gave me a little head.
I give him a little dome.
What do you have ready want?
little dome
Oh, great.
piece.
Oh,
I don't
Al
remember what I was
Snow?
saying no more.
No, we were talking about good pussy, apparently. It looks like it says pussy good. It doesn't even good
Yeah,
pussy.
it's not good pussy. It's pussy good.
I was going to say,
In case you didn't know.
I can't believe that guy hit on me. I mean, I wasn't wearing anything suggestive or anything.
Well, and just in case you're a dude out there and you're like, man, they don't have nothing for me ever. Guess what? They do. All right, Sheen right there.
shit.
Throwing out the nut sack. Yeah, you can always. Every guy needs a pair of a ball sack on the back of their truck or their Crocs. Of those two things.
I need them on my Crocs for sure. My wife's had mine in her purse for many a year.
Your balls, not your Crocs.
No, not my Crocs. No.
Imagine her imagine her walking around with like Crocs in her purse.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be dangerous. It could bite somebody.
Yeah, it's like very dangerous, man. They're like, do. No, it's a lot, man. There's so much going on. I mean, I've got more alcohol related stuff too, just because I knew Alexa would be here and she's.
An alcoholic.
I mean,
it's okay.
By the way, this is also an
disgusting.
intervention.
have you ever heard of Gator wine? We were talking about Crocs. What about Gator wine? The latest internet trend combining Gatorade and cheap red wine.
That's disgusting.
That's called Red Dog 2020. Mad
Dog 2020.
Mad
2020.
Dog.
I'm a non-drinker, sorry.
Look, if you put the wine in the Gatorade, you're gonna be able to go for a while. Like, this is a smart move.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
You're adding electrolytes, man. You're
Yeah,
gonna be
it's the
able to go longer.
electrolytes.
This is for people too poor to get the safety shot. Actually, and it's like,
Okay.
hey, I'll keep my electrolytes going. I'll keep, because I always, when I would overdrink, I'd be like, I'm just gonna take some like Tylenol before bed, because then I'll wake up and hopefully my blood will thin out and I'll be like dying. I'll be dead. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I was like, hopefully I want to, and it usually worked until I got to a certain age where hangovers were really a thing, and now it's like there's no way to win.
I've never experienced a hangover. I can honestly say that.
For real? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good movie. There's a couple of them.
Okay.
watched The Hangover,
Go fuck
but I
yourself.
did-
because
I
I'm
did see the
hungover right
scene.
now.
Well, there is good cures for that. Take off all your clothes, run around in mire.
Yeah, that's
You'll
you'll get
everything else
sober.
will be out of your mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the
Everything
nearest
else.
Meyer?
And he has to say
Or-
Meijer, because if he says Walmart, then it's just an average like
Yeah,
first day.
Everybody does that anyway.
Yeah, I've seen so many bussies in there. It's
How
crazy.
hard? How hard did you go last night? How many shots? Give us your drink receipt.
Turn down for what?
Were you able to
Down
walk
for what?
like
No clue.
a straight line when you left at all?
Am I supposed to be counting my shots? Like, what?
That's the best answer you could have.
We're curious to know how much does it take for somebody your size to get drunk?
I'm a professional, so
I'm a professional drinker. I can drink all fucking day.
Yeah, she's got it. She got it down.
You are a bartender, right?
Yeah, I'm a
Let me ask you,
bartender.
I've been doing, not anymore, but I was doing a little side bartending recently, and I couldn't believe how many people would come in, and like they're all older guys, and they'd be like, "Hey, I'm buying you a shot. Do a shot with me." It's fucking dope. And I get like 3 or 4 shots, like on the house. You know,
3 or
what I'm
4.
saying?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
That's cool
you're a little
numbers.
bit, yeah. I bet you get like 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
not
even
fair.
drink. I want to buy you a drink right now.
Yeah, and Brian's not even like a,
Please?
you're not even like a young, attractive
So
girl. So
hungover.
I can't imagine what Sage and Jazz have to go through every day.
Oh, dude, it's disgusting.
The Coyote Ugly definitely taught them how to take that. You know what I mean?
Sage is like, all right, yeah, shut the fuck
Do they
up.
have somebody? Do they have somebody there like security, like watching out for these girls?
I was a security when I was serving.
So
I
no.
wasn't a good security.
So no. So
I'm
no.
I'm the predator. I'm looking at these.
He's like, a
chicks.
couple more,
We need
please.
security for him.
Tonight on To Catch a Predator, we're at a bar in Kokomo, Indiana. And
I get roofing
Brian-
wholesale. So.
yeah, I mean, that's even better.
Yeah.
Roofing and holes. Well, I thought I had a roofie the other night, and no, it turns out this shit's real. Lincoln Park has a new vocalist, and it's a female. Her name is Emily Strong, and she's from I think something Sarah, Forgotten Sarah, or fucking Serendipity. I don't know.
Also known as the chick that guy's banging.
It's got to be somebody
Mike
banging.
Shinoda.
No, she's probably banging him. Look at that jawline.
Have you heard? I mean, does she
That's
sound
true.
good or anything?
I was very
liked it. I didn't
surprised
want
with
to
how
like it,
good
but I
it
did.
was, but you can't match chest. It's like
Do you think she'll also kill herself?
Well, I'm hoping. I'm hoping because, why come back after your singer kills himself? You know what I mean?
there's no point.
There's no point.
Yeah, there's a reason why
Be
Nirvana
something
doesn't
else.
exist anymore.
Yeah, that's why they're called Foo Fighters and why these guys were called Done With.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the one caveat to that is Jacob from Sublime, because he's his kid, and it's like a whole different.
Yeah, but,
you know,
but that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
He fought it, didn't want to be known as that, and then when he got older, he found a love for it.
yeah, and he was
sounds
like,
good
"Hey,
doing
what?
it.
Hold on, I get paid to do this." I'm just kidding.
he sounds awesome.
I think he's. I put a hot take on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. Like, I think he's better than his dad. I do. Like, vocally, he's
No,
better.
we're all talking shit on that one.
Oh, you guys can suck my balls.
I thought we were cool here. I think I need to go.
You don't think he sounds better than his dad?
I'm just kidding.
The live show, because his dad would always get fucked up and sound horrible.
Well, yeah, and that's, of course, he always did that, but
Yeah.
fucking Jacob keeps doing the stupid growl thing, and if he doesn't stop doing it, I'm going to stalk him, find him, and tell him to stop. 'cause
Which
it's pissing me
growl?
off. He just, all of a sudden, in the middle of singing these beautiful lines, he'll just go, kind of like his dad did when he was all fucked up on heroin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can't win.
Yeah,
He can't win.
It's annoying me.
He wants to be just like his papa.
I'm a music freak, so if you're not
Daddy.
doing my shit right, say we're going to do it better than Rome. Then you
Well,
better do it
there's
better
already
than Rome.
controversy with the new singer of Linkin Park. I don't know if you guys have heard, but apparently
she's already out of there?
She's a Scientologist. Number one. Number two, she wrote a witness statement for Danny Masterton, who was a
Nice.
convicted RAP.
BFD.
Yeah, big
BFD.
fucking deal, right? Yeah.
I'd still fuck Mila Kunis.
Yeah, I guess she's already. That's not the same one. I'm just kidding.
She
No.
wrote one too.
Yeah, she did. That's true. They both did, and I mean, that's what happened with the whole Josh Peck. I think against Drake. Didn't he write one? Or no, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe
It wasn't Josh Peck.
Who was it? It was the guys from. It was the Matthews brothers, or one of the Matthews did it. It was like a couple of guys that wrote it for that guy. I can't remember his name right now. It's not. I always want to say the other guy's name. The Dan Schneider, but it's not him. It was the other. It was a Peck. His last name was Peck as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Brian Peck. I
Brian
think.
Peck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
was.
Yeah, so they
Why
wrote
do you know
statements for
that?
him.
Because I watched the documentary, okay?
Yeah.
I watched it too, but as soon as I was done masturbating, I turned it off.
I knew you were gonna say. I was just waiting for it. I was like, he's gonna say he'd beat off. I was like, I love it. No, I watched. Like I said, that's my joke from it. Was like, I watched the Nickelodeon documentary, and it didn't bother me because I was molested. So like, it's
Relatable.
Yeah, that's more or less.
At least they were molested and rich.
Yeah. When I was molested, he goes, "Oh boy."
Yeah. When I was
like,
molested, I had to owe my uncle $10.
Yeah,
shit out of it.
I owed him money. It was the worst.
Yes.
He said I wasn't good enough. No, the other big news story, I mean, I don't give a shit, but I'll bring it up so people can talk about it. Did you guys hear about Nicolo Avocado shocks the world with his weight loss? That looks like cancer to me.
That
I
looks
have
like two
no
different
idea
dudes.
who
I know
guy
that
is.
guy. He's a guy that just goes crazy on like does McDonald's mukbangs where he just has like everything on the menu and just.
Oh, dude, he was
Wow.
so big.
Ozempic is popular right now. Let's talk about this.
That's a fact, dude. Ozempic face is real.
Nice.
I'm getting it right now.
You're
literally
not
happening.
getting- you're
I'm
not
not getting it,
getting
dude. I know I'm too cute.
I told
He lost
you.
125 pounds on the fentanyl diet.
Yeah, I lost more.
People that are like, I don't know how to explain it. Just people that like are like thin that get it have the Ozempic face. In my opinion. That's how
Yeah, well, they say it's just because you're losing weight past the point that you're supposed to naturally do. Like, I feel like there's a point where you kind of need to stop doing that stuff regardless. You know what I mean? Like, I think they say you're supposed to be on it for life if you do it, and if you can't develop good eating habits. I know a lot of it. I've had so many friends that done like the gastric bypass and stuff, and I always just say, like, if you're going to do it, just make sure you learn from it, because like it gets you back to square one, right? Like that's kind of what you want. You got to a point where it got unmanageable. It's like kind of like hitting rock bottom and like doing drugs, alcohol, anything like that. So like this is a way back, but you also have to follow the program. And if you don't follow the program, you're going to go right back to where you were, and it's a waste of time, waste of everybody's thought,
Oh, yeah, if you have that gastric bypass and you're eating crazy food, you're going to fuck yourself up.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking too much booze.
What's the same with Ozempic or
with
Wegovy or Manjaro or Saxenda or any of those other ones? It basically slows your digestion. It's a hormone. So the way I explain it to people, the medicine is it's a hormone. It's no different than if you took like progesterone. Or you took like a birth control pill. It's literally the same as that. So the only difference is you take a shot weekly or daily, depending on what you do, and then you have to. It slows digestion. It gives you this hormone that slows digestion, and then you feel full and you don't eat as much, and it just teaches you portion control. Now it either teaches you portion control or you don't and learn it, and it also can hurt you. You can be in pain from doing shit, throwing up, gastrointestinal issues. So
I feel like I should start my own weight loss journey for everyone. Like, teach them what I do, which is drink a whole lot on an empty stomach, and then you puke it all up the next day.
Yeah, the alcohol's gone.
I mean that and everything you've eaten the day before.
Don't binge eat, binge drink.
All you have to do is take Laxatives and stick your finger down your throat.
Yeah. I hate throwing up though. That's the worst part.
Well, I hate the sweating and the mouth watering part of it. Other than that, I like the smell and the look.
No,
Messy boy.
He's not messy. He's Kibblez.
Kibblez.
I did.
A-N-I-S. Anus. Bam. 800 points. That's game.
It's not how you spell anus.
I went to Ivy Tech for 2.5 years, bro. I can spell anus.
You know what? I know an expert in this field.
I think I know who you're talking about.
What are you guys doing? We gotta go play Harvestfest. I'm in here getting all of our gear, and you guys are here playing Scrabble? Again?
You know what, Maddie? You can settle this for us.
Yeah. How do you spell anus?
I'm not gonna settle another Scrabble discrepancy for you guys. That's the third time this week.
Calm down, Maddie. Harvestfest isn't until September 14th. Gates open at 4 p.m.
Yeah. At the Miami Open Air Auditorium. Google for directions.
Are you telling me that Harvestfest X is not until September 14th? Featuring bands such as Dwarf Among Midgets, Forgotten Ashes, Tight Like a Tiger, GPD, Resonate, and Patron? September 14th?
I'm hungry.
Shut up! There's gonna be food at Harvestfest. The lunch break's coming down, and they're gonna make delicious burgers!
I'm not having fun anymore.
Fun? You wanna have fun? Well, I got a doozy for you, because the Kokomo Press is coming out, and they're gonna have stand-up comedians. We're talking Sean D., Pierce Clott, Michael Howard, Greg Lindberg, Alexa Eden, Davey Mumaw, Jordan Grainger, Jacob Harder, Brian Allen West, and Dan Alton.
Say it, don't spray it.
Maddie! Bro.
Since you put it that way, bro. You know, you're right. You guys. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have blown off the handle like that. Here's how you spell anus. A-N-U-S. Just think about it like I do. The way I remember it, it's an United States, right? So, anyways, I'll see you guys September 14th at Harvestfest X at the Miami Open Air Auditorium. Google for directions.
Bring a tent.
I don't get it. In United States.
I did see this as well. This is a pretty big news story from the past week. If you guys saw, food dye from Doritos used to create see-through mice.
Nice, finally.
Via
That's
the Washington
solution to the
Post.
problem right there, man.
How does that happen?
See-through mice. That's what we need.
Yeah, we do. So apparently, there's this particular chemical that they do to preserve Doritos, and they put it on the mice and rubbed them down. These are naked mice basically, and you can see through their skin. So it's not see-through, but you see through their skin to their organs and shit. Pretty insane.
So they're saying they're so greasy
Yeah.
You just rub it like you do like a paper towel. You know how it becomes clear?
Yeah.
That's what these Doritos are doing to these mice.
You want to put it on you?
Fuck yeah.
Like they'll do it on your veins and it'll just be like heroin going through.
See my new that's nothing. Check it out.
Yeah.
You can see my heart now.
You can see my heart rate right now. You can just see like a hot dog in there in the stomach. Look at that hot dog in my intestine.
What'd you have for supper?
Yeah.
It is. And McDonald's still going down.
Come. No, I'm just kidding. Not again.
That was dessert.
Yeah, it was dessert. Oh, man. I did see this. I was talking about Harvest Fest earlier. We're going to have a great time at Harvest Fest. And I did see somebody from last year who wasn't able to make it, and this was their Facebook picture.
Oh, poor guy.
Look at Bert Kreischer crying for
Poor
views.
guy.
Aw.
Why is he doing that?
Because he can't get his shirt off.
Yeah, he's like,
story.
they won't let me take my shirt off on this plane. No, apparently his daughter went to college, but it's just still weird to take that photo. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like,
My daughter went to college too, and all I did was say, "Thank God she'll be out of the house for 4 or 5 hours."
yeah. It's hard to masturbate and be quiet.
Yeah.
Everything's dick jokes
That's
today. I'm
sad,
sorry.
though.
I love dick jokes, man. Dick jokes is what
You say it's sad, but like he took the photo. He took the fucking photo. Like that's so weird. If somebody else took it, but he's like, oh, selfie time.
He's hamming. He's just hamming.
Oh, dude, he's eating
He's
ham.
known
He
for
looks like a
crying
fucking ham.
and having his shirt off. So
Yeah.
he's playing into it. He's crying
and
taking
laughing
his shirt
like
off.
an insane person.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I really liked Bert Kreischer before he became famous. Like I actually
feel that
owned his
too.
first album
I'm kind of
on.
getting annoyed with him right now. I
Yeah,
don't
before he
understand
got
why he's so
famous.
funny.
He used to be. He had a funny bit a long time ago about fighting a black guy in the dark out in the alley and like not it's unfair because it's like you're on hard mode, you can't see him. Like he's like smile, motherfuckers, I can hit you. Like it was a funny bit.
up.
And he did this. Lewis Black did a documentary, not a documentary. What did you call it? Like a comedy thing. I guess it'd be like a documentary, but it's
A
basically
mockumentary?
like what is funny. Like it's like how to laugh. I'm like what is comedy? What is laughter?
Lewis
What is
Black.
it? Yeah, Lewis Black.
For being funny, quit being so serious.
I know, right? I'd like him more if he was Lewis White. I'm just kidding. No, it was very funny, but they had so many people on there. Like George Carlin was on there telling jokes, and a lot of people who were big comics at the time, and then got big. Jimmy Carr was on that as well. Like a lot of great people were on this documentary. I ended up buying it off of like Apple, like a long time ago when I used to buy things before I stole it. Before YouTube made it easy just to steal. But yeah, I bought it and I would watch it so many times. And that's before I ever did comedy, like 10 years before I ever did comedy, I was like obsessed with it. It was such a good show. Bert Kreischer was my favorite guy on there. He was just so funny and had so many funny jokes that he was talking about. And I was like, I like this guy. And then next thing I knew, he was like famous and being weird, like laughing and, just taking his shirt off and talking about drinking all the time. And I'm like,
He's on testosterone bad. He's on T.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, he is. He's admitted to it.
Yeah, I've heard him. I've heard him say
he
it.
takes shots up in the end.
No, when he said he was on T, he meant Tom Segura's dick. That T is Tom Segura's
He had
dick.
Tom shoot him though.
He's definitely on that.
Did you
In
see
the
that?
ass?
Yeah.
Well, you should be on T at his age, probably. If you're
I'm
trying to lose
getting a
weight,
dig
you're going to do
weight.
it?
Yeah, fuck
dude,
yeah.
dude. I mean, give me the T. On
I
the
bet
T.
his wife's happy.
Yeah. She's like, damn it, I was getting ready to shut down the factory, and here he is trying to fuck me all the time. I guess they're like,
That's
they've
my
been.
one-way ticket to divorce if that ever happened for me.
Yeah, if you got T.
If I had to fuck my wife, she'd be like, I'm out of here.
Hopefully she doesn't watch this episode. She'll be like, damn, I got hit hard as fuck in this episode.
She gets hit hard every day, man.
Yeah, she's always so nice. Every time I see her, I think it's
person in the world.
your daughter's working at the shop for a minute, right?
Oh, yeah, she's working there.
Davina? Yeah,
Davina,
she's
my
so
oldest.
funny. She was very funny. I went in there and she was like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, hi. And I'm like, I know who this is, but like, I shouldn't. Like, who the fuck? And I'm like, I'm Kibblez' daughter. I'm like, oh, okay. That's why now.
Yeah, my kids are so much better than I am.
Yeah. That's always good.
By a
right?
million.
When you
That's how you want
accidentally
it to
raise
be.
good
Yeah.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brian, what do you say the same thing?
Oh, my kids are way better than me.
Yeah, so's mine. That's why I think that's the whole point.
Little
Alexa, what about you?
assholes,
Oh, she's like, I've.
You ain't got kids, huh?
No children.
She's like, I don't have
No, not
kids.
for me.
I have Jägermeister bottles
about-
on top of my
Yeah.
dresser. That's what I have.
I have a great day every day.
And in 16
better
years, when
day.
they're, 23andMe comes back and they come find you. I'm just kidding. No, she doesn't have our problem. It's going to be our issue.
I have a good day every day, too. I wake up every day and something says, I love you and feed me. And the kids are good, too. That's just my parrot.
My parent. But what is it? There you go.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I should have been
Rim
more
shot?
ready. Rim
Watch
shot.
Ernest later.
And Ernest goes to Washington.
Scared stupid, buddy.
Scared
Every
stupid. That's a
time.
good one. I'm excited. I mean, Halloween is coming up.
It is.
Are you
Fuck yeah.
spooky? Are you guys spooky?
Oh, we
So
love spooky
spooky.
season.
I mean, my house has already turned spooky. My kid's obsessed with everything. He's just like, spooky, everything. He's just, anytime we go anywhere, he's like, oh my God, it's so spooky and scary. And he's like 4.
Cute.
He's excited, dude. He's so excited. We keep
Arthur?
talking about, yeah. Like last year, he was like kind of knew what was going on and you could tell. But like the last year, I don't know what it is. He's really been into these like YouTube videos where it's like spooky, scary Halloween, spooky, scary. And so he's like, oh my God. And then it ends up getting him to like the algorithm's like, oh, you like spooky, scary Halloween stuff. Here you go. Michael Myers. I'm just kidding, no. But it's like other Halloween videos. So
I spit
now
on your grave.
he's obsessed with Halloween. So this is gonna be the best year for him for Halloween because he's so excited.
What's he going as?
He wants to be a vampire.
Awesome.
That's what he asked for. I was like, what are you gonna do? He's like, vampire. And I'm like, okay, that's creepy, but we'll do it. I dressed up as a vampire when I was about his age. Like I had the
Yes.
bang, you know what I mean? When you
Fuck
do
yeah.
the little, yeah.
With the little X on the head.
Eddie Munster basically is like.
Oh, you had the hair.
Oh yeah, the fake like with the point and shit. Yeah.
I did the interview with the vampire. Vampire had the wig and the long
Yeah,
hair.
you way cooler, dude.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
almost
cover him in glue and put sparkles on him. Be like, this is what vampires are now.
Oh, yeah.
Fucker, I don't know what to do. I can't wait. I'm gonna do a Twilight marathon soon. I'm excited, dude.
Twilight, baby.
I love Twilight, dude.
Twilight Marathon.
So
Nice.
good.
Dude, I love
I thought
it.
you were cool for a minute, but I thought you were going to say Twilight Zone. Then you said Twilight.
Twilight's awesome.
Now I'm
dude.
out.
You ever
Twilight
watched
is
it? You ever watched it?
No. I accidentally read a chapter of it once when I was taking a shit.
Thought it was erotica or something.
Yeah, I was like, this sounds hot. What the fuck is this? I can't fuck a werewolf. Hell?
Oh,
He's
you
like,
could.
wait,
Oh,
why aren't these teenagers taking their clothes off?
Yeah. What the hell?
You're
Are you
lucky.
kidding me? There's
This
so
is a
many abs.
Nickelodeon documentary.
Oh yeah, the movie is abs galore. isn't
It's
it?
abs everywhere.
Yeah, I fast forward through that. I'm just
Abs and
kidding. I watched
sparkles.
it.
I heard there's a lot of sparkles.
Yeah.
We
Really sparkly in that.
we didn't know what my dad, my uncle in like 2009 when it came out. We didn't know what it was. We just had a thing of always going to like midnight showings of movies, so it would just be like it was something we did. So we went to the midnight showing, not knowing what the fuck Twilight was at all, and we sat through it. And we were at the end. We were like, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was. It was.
If you
good.
go in without the pressure of society telling you it
Yes.
sucks, it's a good show. It's stupid as hell. Like they get worse progressively. Like the CGI, like the puppet doll, but like if you get into like the lore and all the people goofing on behind the scenes, it's so much more
It is.
fun, man.
It's a cool community.
There's like I think they have like tit soak. You ever heard of tit soak?
Okay, but are you guys
It's,
Team Edward or Team Jacob?
That's the real question.
Yeah, I was Edward.
Which one was in Harry Potter?
Edward.
Then I'm Edward.
Yeah, I'm Team Jacob. Just because he smelled bad and he still almost got her. You know what I mean? He didn't put on deodorant. You know what I mean? He smelled like wet dog. He's like, here I am.
Because he was Indian.
Yeah.
It was.
We're back to that. I'm just kidding. No, that's all.
I had a call back.
No, tit soak. It's like a hashtag they use, but it's like this is the skin of a killer Bella. Tit soak or something. It's so fucking stupid. Yeah. Makes me laugh so hard. There was a friend of mine who we'd always send each other stupid Twilight memes back and forth and stuff. But then she got divorced from my friend, so now we just
So now we hang out in private. No one knows.
now we just privately.
Yeah. No. Now we just meet up at the.
But enough
Kokomo
about
Hotel.
Brian's divorce. I'm just kidding. I did see that. Everybody's been talking about Beetlejuice because the new one just came out. I've heard good and bad. But I did see Tim Burton was honored with a Hollywood star, which I think is pretty cool.
Good for him.
I feel bad.
Shout out
I feel
Tim
bad.
Burton.
Tim Burton, dude. What's your favorite Tim Burton film?
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, that's a deep cut.
Quick
deep
answer
cut.
too, huh?
Yeah, you were quick as you said Pee-wee. I thought you were
He did
calling
Pee Wee's
me.
Big Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is news to me.
Amazing. Oh,
and I
come on.
have a Pee-wee like little doll. Like I'm
man.
a big fan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pee-wee's Playhouse is the best thing he ever did, though. I mean, for Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention like we're on the doll. You know. Touch on the doll wear there. You know, that's all I could think of the entire time with the Paul Rubens. Hey, I'm jerking off in your bed.
I just point to the ears. This is where
Yeah.
you hurt me right here in the ears.
What about you, Brian? Do you have a
I'm
favorite
trying
Tim
to
Burton?
think what he had, what all he's done. I would probably say my favorite Tim Burton movie is probably Edward Scissorhands. I watched
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
a
of
good
that
one.
growing
It's a
up,
really
yeah.
good one.
That's a really good one.
I loved it growing up as well. What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Ooh, I just love all of Tim Burton. Like,
Nightmare.
there's nothing he's ever done that hasn't been great. I mean, you know, I would probably say like Corpse Bride, maybe.
I was gonna guess A Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite for sure.
The soundtrack
It's
for that one
overrated.
is
I
just-
can't stand it.
Fuck you.
I cannot dig
What's
into
this?
that.
What's this? There's haters everywhere. What's this? Fucking motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. I love Elfman. I love that. The
Oingo
that whole
Boingo.
song. Every Christmas I pull that out for the kids, and the kids are just.
Yeah, we
they
got the
love it.
vinyl at the record shop. Thanks to Courtney.
That one's a good one too.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that really put out, other than the Monster Mash. He's the only guy that put out like a Halloween song that you can like rock.
Monster Mash, baby.
Monster Mash is
working
good.
in my
Yeah.
lab.
You got Thriller, you got Monster Mash, and then you've got This Is Halloween, and that's about it. You're done
That's
after
a Christmas song though, technically.
that. Well, is it?
This Is Halloween would be a Christmas song. It's a Christmas movie.
It's both.
But it
It's
was
November.
But it was
Technically
dropped
November
at
movie.
Christmas if you're old enough to remember.
Oh, I remember. I was there.
And it was like the
Terrifier 3,
Christians were all like, "Oh my
Christmas
god,
movie drops
whoa,
Halloween."
This whole horrible movie."
Terrifier 3?
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Like the movie is a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
and it comes out October 11th.
October 11th.
Yes.
It's not a Christmas movie then. Sorry. If it's not in theaters
it.
during Christmas.
No, there was a string of movies like back in the day that they do qualify. So if from October to December, from October to January, there's a lot of Christmas movies that came in January too. But if you can in that time frame, it is a Christmas movie.
Well,
even if
then
it's
I
a Halloween.
also am a Christmas movie because I came in January Jones. She's very beautiful.
January Jones is fire.
She's fire, dude. She's hot. I love her.
Never heard of her.
You haven't heard of her?
What did she do?
She's been in a ton of movies. I know she was on a TV show. I gotta look her up in order to tell you. I don't remember what she's in. I don't really care.
Something patriotic happened at my home plant, KTP.
What happened? Oh yeah, I can bring that up. That's a pretty crazy story. Did you guys see this shit? So apparently somebody climbed up a sewage tower, a gigantic sewage tower, and put a Trump 24. It took them, no joke, like 6-7 hours to get that motherfucker down because you have to have clearance to go up there. So I said, they were like, oh, we can't figure out who did it. I was like, figure out who retired last night. It's like somebody retired last night, put that motherfucker up there and was like, peace. And it was I thought it was fake for like 20 seconds. I went outside and looked, and clear as day.
Is it a pro-Trump flag or a not? Well,
pro-Trump.
you said they put
Pro-Trump.
it at the top of a sewage tower. So I
Find
was
them
just curious.
Right.
It was Nico Avocado. He did it.
Yeah,
actually.
Find the most obnoxious person there, and they did it. They were the ones that did it.
No, he's not pro-Trump. He's just a comedian.
Read between the lines,
It was me. No, I did. No joke. I had 5 different people come up and say, "Hey, man, was that you?" And I'm like, I don't even fucking like Trump.
Why would
Like, I know
I
I
do
pulled
that?
jokes, but you guys think I'm gonna climb up there and you think I want to get fired? Like,
It is a good prank, though.
It was very. It's
Yeah,
very
you don't want
ballsy.
the rumor going around that was you.
Yeah, it
That's
was
for
man.
sure.
Yeah. If you're a big fan of downtown, though, there was some more news as well. I don't know if you guys saw this. They're turning the old cozy bar into an apartment complex, which is crazy.
Nice.
So now you can get an STD in your bedroom instead of just in the bar.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. It's
I
pretty
miss
nice.
getting STDs at the Cozy.
Yeah, I was wondering what they were going to call this because I'm like, it's got to be comfortable because it's the cozy.
My mom
apartments.
my mom definitely got raw dogged at the cozy.
Well,
She
that's
had
the
to.
story of the night you
It
were
happened.
conceived.
I think that's the story of the night I was conceived. Oh man, I wish that was my story.
Dwarf Among Midgets got their start in that bar, man.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did open mics. We did Deftones covers and Sublime covers, no lyrics, no voices, just instruments.
Yeah.
This is the first open mics we ever did. We were little kids.
That's
Yeah.
sick. They let you in?
Yeah, they let us in before I wasn't 21 yet.
Yeah.
Or I was just barely 21. Maddie definitely wasn't.
Yeah. The cozy was a grooming bar. We all know that.
Oh yeah. I've groomed a lot of chicks in that bar.
How dare you? I did. I saw this as well. I thought you liked this story, Brian. This came out. Actually, I saw this morning. Tom Anderson. I never shared anyone. He's from Tom from MySpace. I never shared this with anyone before. Mac Miller asked me to be in a video to be filmed September 7th, the day he died. Remember him, Mac Miller? And then this was the conversation. We were shooting a video September 5 to 8. If you could make a cameo, it'd be amazing. What's the concept? I'm just teleporting to. So that tells you guys that he wasn't expecting to go, which we already knew it was.
We knew he didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, wasn't a fentanyl situation.
Yeah, but he had like he was taking perks and like not even hard drugs. Like he legit. I get like drug addicts and stuff. He legit thought he was just he trusted someone and thought he was taking prescribed like Percocets and they were fentanyl and killed him. So you don't trust.
The world's too big.
Very careful who I get my Vyvanse from. I'm very careful.
Yeah.
The world's too big.
Yeah, I don't do cocaine with just anyone anymore.
No, the world was so small. When it ain't.
It ain't. Yeah.
It ain't. Nah, poor guy. Mac Miller's one of my favorites.
He's the Lord.
Dude, he's the best. That's one of my, the only thing I ever went viral tweeting was Mac Miller Tiny Desk. I fucking don't understand Twitter at all. I don't
You went
know.
viral?
I had a little thing on there that did well, but it was basically like Mac Miller. Thank God that he did that Tiny Desk because it was like a tribute. It's like something I go back to anytime I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I seen that. That was good.
it's so good. It's like the best. Like,
Can't beat it. It's one of the best all around.
It's got to be top 5 for sure.
I love the Tiny Desk concerts. There's some crap on there though.
Oh yeah, you have to see. You have
The
to
Blue Man Group was amazing. Sesame Street was amazing. You see those?
Yeah.
Those are freaking
When he said,
amazing.
I was like waiting for you to say like some really good shit.
Young-
You're like, Blue Man Group, which they're great. Like I don't.
Yeah, no, man.
Young Thugs was nasty.
Yeah.
Some
He had a
people
good one.
screwed it up though, man. Like Guar was on there.
Oh, yeah.
They screwed it up, man.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounded horrible.
It's not their vibe.
Juvenile, back that ass.
Cypress,
up.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Cypress Hill was real good on there.
T-Pain did well on there. Tyler the Creator's is perfect. I love his on there, and he's sick and everything. He still sounds like a fucking beast. Basically, it's like all the people I like did well on there, and everybody I don't like, they didn't. How about that?
Oh, there you go.
I watched Alicia Keys, and I was like, this should have been better. But I wasn't a fan. I'm like, how are you not going to do like a woman's worth or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll check out Alicia Keys. Maybe she's doing porn or something.
Yeah, Alicia Keys my car sometimes, and I don't like that.
Yeah, fuck her. If she's gonna be keying your car, bro, she's not worth it
Alicia
anyways,
keyed
man.
my car because I cheated on her. So.
Yeah, because I cheated on her again.
Shame on you guys.
Who is she with? She's with a rapper,
Beats.
right? Swiss Beats. That's who it is. Yeah. Well, I know there was some. I know this is gonna hurt your feelings, Brian, but there was some rap news that came out today.
Oh no.
Super Bowl LIX Apple Music halftime show is gonna be Not Like Us. I just want you to know.
You know he's doing that song
The whole time.
obviously.
It's gonna be the whole. It's gonna be him doing that song 5 times.
Man, you know Drake's just like, God damn it, please stop.
Yeah.
Like, just chill.
Yeah. I wonder who's gonna be on the beat. Probably Mustard.
You know what's really going to be, wild is because it's in New Orleans and Lil Wayne has begged to be a part of it. So not only is he going to be doing Not Like Us, he's going to have, more than likely, he's going to have Drake's mentor on stage with him. It'll happen.
I'm gonna predict it now. It's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna predict it now. Drake comes out and they do like a thing together.
That would be sick.
I would be like if we were actually producing the show. That's what we would have. That's the ending we would have wrote to it.
And then a bunch of 16, 17-year-old girls just flood the stage.
So what's going on with Drake?
for
I've been hearing
Drizzy.
stuff, but I'm not paying attention.
Well, Drake
Is he,
and
like, diddling
Kendrick
like
had a
Diddy?
huge. Nah, that's the allegations. I don't think he did. I mean,
Well, he's a
think,
pedophile, yeah.
Yeah.
Drake's a pedophile.
Wop.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Wop. Yeah, that was the line that killed everybody. That one in the finger in A minor.
Oh,
That's a finger in, but
I
that
can
was like-
finger an A minor
I know.
on
That's
guitar.
As a musician, the two things that we're always doing is fingering A minor and playing with our G string.
Playing with our G string, yeah.
It's two things that musicians always do.
G-string.
I
Playing with our
never
G string.
I never fret about
I do
it.
have a question. This is a really important internet question I need to ask you guys. What is this?
That right there?
What are these?
Those
Clowns.
are crayons?
What?
Clowns.
What are they?
Crayons?
What are they? You don't want to
It's
say.
a trick question, man. They're
It's a
not
trick-
Crayolas. I can't call them crayons. They're non-toxic wax color.
Now, I want you guys to read this word.
Crayon.
Crayon.
Okay. This is a big internet. I don't know if you guys have heard, but everybody's been going back and
Crown.
forth. Crayons, crowns, crayon. I'm always trying to teach my kids to say it the proper way. It's crayon. Come on.
Crayon.
It is crayon.
It's crayon. You know what I mean? That's why.
Rhymes with
But I'm always
rayon.
like, hey, they're like, hey, we got the kids some crayons, and I'm like, God damn it! That's why I don't go to fucking Bob Evans.
Those are
anymore.
cranberries.
I say crowns.
Crowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, this isn't Burger King. I don't know why you're saying that.
Yeah, I need some crowns.
Hey, can I get some Burger King? Can I get some crowns? And they're like, yeah, and they bring out a fucking crown. Here you go. Crayons. I was like that. I was like, wait, this is what it is. This is the word. Everybody's like crayons or crowns or. I'm like, God. Sorry, I wanted that beef from the internet today. They're gonna come at me.
That's not fair. People should be pronouncing things right. I don't like it.
Have you guys ever had a chance to go back and look at your high school yearbook? Yeah, it's
Sure don't want to.
this one.
It says not pictured.
Not picture. This is the one that I saw recently. This is AI's yearbook. I'm a huge fan of Bort's there. I don't know if you guys saw Bort's. He's right there. AI is really killing it. Also, there's a girl on here. Broop's cool. Foob is cool. I like her. Fooly.
Chunus is dope.
I love how there's it's all white people too. I don't know how this
Shrimp? Did you
Chunus.
say shrimp?
Bro, this is just a German. This is just a Europe
Why is Robin Williams George?
I know. That's what I'm thinking too. He's like, holy, oh. He's
Look at the
very
size of that
hairy.
beard.
Dude, it's weird how they all look alike. This just looks like an average high school in
No kids,
Utah.
I'm really supposed to be here. It's okay.
This is an average Utah high school. Look at Fooley.
I'm pretty sure I went to school with like half of those.
That haircut on Aiden is killing
Especially
it.
Buddhists and Borts. Those people look like cool people, man.
Yeah, if you just changed it and gave him like legit names, it would pass.
It would pass.
Even the big guy, he just looks like he has like a
hair.
All right, let's do a smash or pass. Aiden. I'm just kidding. Everyone, just give me the.
Let's smash them all, man.
We're gonna be Maggie Forden. We're gonna do that. Did you guys hear about the new fight between Gen Z and the Booms and us? Apparently, this is like a big deal on the internet too.
What do we do
Gen
now?
Zers are declaring a preference for crew socks, will generally rise to midway up the shin and thumbing their nose at ankle and no-show varieties that are millennial staples. I'm like, you've got to get some longer socks on you. What are your preferences?
I usually wear long socks with cartoon characters on them.
Hell yeah, even better.
Coconuts all day.
I'm a no sock guy, but if I have to, it's like no show.
No show. You like the ankle socks? What about you, Alexa?
I'm wearing socks right now. What do you mean? I'm
They're no show, but he's got sandals
definitely
on.
a no-show crew cut kind of person.
Yeah.
All day.
See, I'm all about the crew. I like it's weird because I didn't even know it was like a debate, but I'm always wearing with the little extra.
I would see, yeah.
Yeah, I do it.
Nike.
Yeah, I like it. Nike.
There you go.
I'm not.
You got the Christmas on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. He's over here.
I'm not raw dogging the
I always got something weird.
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't want.
Bro, this guy doesn't like to wear anything under his clothes because, like, one day we were doing something. He's like, "Hey, man," and I'm like, "What? I needed a change." And he's like, "I forgot to wear underwear." And I'm like, "God damn it!"
It was for a fucking skit where I had like literally my balls were gonna be out or some dumb shit, and I was like, I don't have underwear.
I was like, golly. I had to go get my basketball shorts. I'm like, great. Now Brian's free balling in my basketball shorts right now.
And skid marking too.
Yeah,
Dude. It's a
definitely.
train
Well, I
wreck.
did tell you to go in there. I gave you some wipes and said, go take care of business, please. Wipe it all. Balls, dick, and an asshole, please. I said balls 3 times because I know he has 3 down there.
You got 3 balls?
I have 3 balls.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
One's a tuma.
It's a
It's a tuma.
You have it named it. My daughter named her tumor.
It's weird. It's not cancerous tumor.
My daughter named her tumor Toby.
Toby.
It was this big on her right ovary.
Oh shit.
Davina.
Jesus.
Yeah, house, yeah.
Did they do an ultrasound and it said, my name is Kunta Kinte? I had to.
Let me out of here. Let me out of here. It
Yeah.
broke out. She was going to have surgery and it escaped the night before. Yeah,
Did it
so
really?
We saved a lot of money. No.
That's
Not at all.
fucking crazy. It just escaped?
Yeah. So what happened was Davina, she's a different shape than us. She's bigger than us, right?
Yeah.
But since she was a little girl, there was this tumor growing on her ovaries we had no idea about. And it was blocking things for her to lose weight. Like, we kept on putting her on these diets and all that shit. Well, she turned 17 and they're like, did her for real, pap smear or whatever.
Yeah.
And they found some shit they shouldn't have found. And it was that big and it explains so much. And now she has another one this big over here and PCOS.
PCOS, yeah, I just heard a lot about that recently, man.
Yeah,
PCOS
it's
is
crazy.
rough, man.
Yeah. Non-cancerous though, so.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we had a whole big freak out at Riley for like a year there, like trying to make sure this one's not, all these biopsies and so on and so forth.
So it left it just...
No,
it
she actually
might-
had the surgery. I was just making a joke.
Oh, I was like, I
We had
thought
to
you were
go to
being for
Riley.
real.
We had to go in, open her up, and take it out. She wanted to keep it. This is for real. She named it Toby. She wanted to keep it, and they would not let her.
They're like, no.
But they did let us donate it. That was nice.
Well, she had 2, so she had Toby and Keith.
Well, the other one's still in there hanging.
Yeah,
Yeah, telling her what to do.
telling her what to
putting
do.
thoughts
telling
in her
her how to
head.
think, yeah.
It's creepy.
It's actually
you
her.
said she donated it? Like,
Yeah, man, we had to sign this whole
congratulations,
thing,
Here's your tumor.
Yeah, you have a tumor, but they want to dissect it and look inside of it.
Oh, okay. Donating
With
it
my
for
young-
science reasons.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
my younger daughter already does stuff like that. She opens up lungs and looks at dead bodies and shit.
Yeah,
She's
and the other
gonna
time
be-
I was in the outhouse, she said, I just want to take a few pictures of you. And I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
Janice
that's okay.
Dahmer. That's her name.
That's her side project. I
Yeah.
told him early, OnlyFans going early,
Yeah, we got
practice.
the person that's doing
Make
our
my money.
vendors is like, she does like taxidermy and stuff. Like she's been on the show before.
Hey,
and she
shout out.
Dead things.
The other day, I went over to check out her space at one point, and she was like, hey, you see that over there? And I'm like, what? She's like, that's my old dog. And it's just stuffed over there. And I'm like, God, you have such a different perspective on animals than I will ever have. Like, she has like 2 swans, a duck. Like, she built a pond
She
in her
has 2
backyard.
goats,
She
a
has,
bunch of chickens.
pig. Yeah, she has so many animals. It's crazy.
I was over there recently. It's crazy.
And the most annoying one was the dog. I was like, God damn. It jumped up on me and scratched me. I wrote a whole bit
Were
about
you
it.
chilling with the chickens?
Yeah, with Caitlin, the biggest chicken of them all.
Yeah.
She's their leader.
He was like, they're like, why is this chicken pregnant? And Kibblez ran out of there. He was like, I'm out of here.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Never catch me.
Not this time. It wasn't me. No, I'm trying to see if I have any more things on here if we can wrap it up. I did see this one. This is an interesting story as well. Private investigator says men who are cheating always do one exact same thing that gives them away. Do you guys know what it is? You guys guess. I know what it is, so I can't guess.
What, private investigators who are cheating do one exact same thing?
So he follows people for a living who are suspected of cheating, and he always can kind of pinpoint it based on this one thing that people do.
Is it sticking their dicks in who they're not supposed to be with? Like, that seems pretty simple.
Parking their car in front of the house. It's real easy. Just follow them there and take a picture.
What is it?
You want to know what it is?
Yeah.
They stop at a gas station and clean out their car, get all the trash out. Apparently, that's a big thing that
That's why I
everybody.
keep getting caught.
That's so stupid. Like, what?
Yeah. If you suspect your man's cheating on you, let him go out that night, then go out and check his car. If it's dirty, then you'll know that he probably wasn't.
Yeah,
but
that's
if he was
easier than
cleaning it-
the age-old tradition of just smelling his dick when he walks in.
Yeah, the prostitutes I fuck with don't care about dirty cars. They're just getting in. It doesn't
They
matter.
don't care about the cars. They don't care about the fact that you smell like Dial soap every time for some reason.
Why is there so many sparkles in here?
Why do you always smell like the soap in my bathroom? That's the joke. That's one of the things that I posted the other day in the group chat because we were goofing off, and it's like when she comes in when your girl comes in and she smells like your soap in your bathroom, you're like, oh no, that was a whore bath. We've all done it. Even guys do that, dude. We've all had to do that bath.
Oh yeah,
dude. It's just one of the things. This isn't the same raw dogging you're used to, Brian, but this is a new thing. Have you heard about the raw dog in a flight?
yes.
Apparently, it could kill you. Experts warn. It's one of the most dangerous trends. And apparently, raw dogging is just like staring into space and not peeing. Can't drink anything. Can't listen to music. Can't do anything. Your whole concept is just to raw dog the flight. Yeah,
I don't get it.
I know.
McCusker does it.
That's what he said. He said he's going to try it. He was trying to do like a 14-hour flight. That's fucking crazy, dude. If you do 14 hours, I was like, that's insane. And
I'm
then,
enjoying
That's
myself.
not the raw dying that I'm used to, you know?
It might be more comfortable, though. Less of a rash.
yeah. Well, I don't understand how my ex got pregnant from this, but whatever, whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? She's raw dogging somebody. It wasn't me. It was Chris. Fuck you, Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Chris, fuck you. You did send me that hilarious. She sent me this hilarious fucking that Chris thing I posted, and then I ended up posting it, and people were like, ah! I was like, oh, that's pretty funny.
It was perfect. One of my coworkers sent that to me, and you were the first thought that I had. Yeah.
I get it so much, dude. The first time that we had a guy that came out the other night that his name was Chris, and I went to do the joke, and he was like, oh, I'm Chris, and they made a big deal about it. And it was the first time I did the joke and didn't like with somebody named Chris, and like I was like, how do I do this without being an asshole to him? But I was like, fuck you, and I was like, I'm going to say it to him, and it got a nice little pop. So I was like, that's the first time I've had somebody named Chris that actually admitted they were in the audience. Well, the week before I had a guy named Chris admit he's in the audience, but he was also heckling me the whole time, so it was very rough.
I'll pretend I'm Chris for you every time.
Yeah, I'm fucking knock Chris out, dude. There's so many.
Yeah,
Fuck you, buddy.
That dude man fucking had to get hugged by Blake in the freaking front of the building.
Yeah. He was the Chris.
One unstable man hugging another unstable man.
Sorry, Blake. That's why I told him, I was like, you might want to be careful with them shows, man. You can't hug every black guy and make your problems go away.
That's how I usually do it. It's more of a
Well, that's
hug,
jail.
though.
We're not in jail anymore.
I did get some crazy news as well. I don't know if you guys saw this, but they actually postponed his Donald Trump sentencing. Has been postponed until after the election. I don't understand the move. I don't. I mean, I kind of, because he's in the middle of something, but also like, why would you postpone it? You know?
I don't want to be political. I have a bunch of things to say about it.
He's going to win. That's why they don't want to. I don't know.
Judge
Well,
doesn't want
he
to.
is. He's going to win. I mean, he was. This is that thing with him being shot. I don't want him to win, but that thing with him being shot just rallied that picture they took. It just looks like that World War II picture if they're holding the flag. Everything that they're doing. It's just people.
I think it
that didn't like him.
emboldened his people, but I don't think it really won anybody over.
I still
I'm
think
hoping it didn't, but I
Kamala. I think she might fuck around and do it just because.
So do I.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen.
I think Trump had the black vote, and then Kamala came through and said, ha, 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 ha.
100% am voting for Afroman 2024.
Yeah, it's way better. That's what, usually before every podcast, I didn't need to do it this time, but I usually go, if we ever bring up a subject you're like, I don't want to talk about, just bail out as quickly. Afroman 2024, that's what I'm voting for.
That was good.
I did see this Disney Plus thing, too. This was a big news. Disney's trying to get a wrongful death lawsuit from a grieving husband tossed out of court because he signed up for Disney Plus years ago. What the fuck? His wife died from an allergic reaction at Disney Springs restaurant. And they're like, well, actually, you agreed to never sue us because you've signed up for Disney Plus. This is some weird late stage capitalism stuff that I'm like, what's going on
I don't
here?
think so.
Yeah, very weird.
That's not going to work. Good luck, Disney Plus.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I signed up for Disney Plus, and now, like, I guess I got to get rid of my
I still
big
feel like
plot.
I could lose that in court.
Yeah, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Who?
Disney.
Yeah, they're going to lose.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't they? Well,
I don't think they're going to win that. I think they're going to be like, what? That wasn't binding with the restaurant.
they have enough money, though, to, like, make that guy's life a living hell, though, and just keep postponing.
Well, the
it.
PR, I think, already did enough that they're probably going to settle. You know, if I haven't watched Suits enough to know they're going to settle. Shelby's been making me watch Suits every night
Suits is
before
dope.
bed. Dude, I'm like, I can't, dude. The entire time I'm like, that's a fucking princess. Be nice to her. You know what I mean? She's just making out with some weird
Meghan
dude.
Markle.
Meghan Markle's
Body
this
Meghan.
princess. Yeah, dude. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy,
Yada.
Yeah, dude. Anytime that song comes on, this is, I don't know if you guys saw, this is an crazy fucking, they tried to,
Body, yada, yada.
74-year-old woman, they found her on the peak, and then they brought her up, and then for some reason, this shit was just like,
Why are they
She's
spinning
spinning as
her?
fast as a propeller.
She paid an extra 40 for the ride.
yeah, they must have connected it to the propeller. That's what I was thinking the whole time. She's keeping it afloat too. God, could you
Poor
imagine
thing.
that? That's the worst. You're like, oh, I'm finally to safety, and they're like, ah! You're on tilt-a-whirl for
You're gonna have a
45
nightmare right before you get saved.
Nightmare.
Yeah. It actually cured her retardation.
Actually cured
It
her.
makes me nauseous just looking at that thing.
Well, if you've made it this far in the podcast, we're getting ready to call it quits for the day. But I do have a special announcement for you guys. If you made it this far, you get to be the first to know. You don't have to like, subscribe, all the things I said on the other page. But here we go. You will know we officially have our own merch site. Yeah, go check it out. The Kokomo Press. It is kokomopress.shop. We've got some stuff on there. If you go check it out, we've got about 8 shirts I put on there early. If you think of something, you're like, I wanted that on a shirt, message me, dude. That's cool. But I threw some up there that we have, and then we actually have 1 hat so far. So we're going to keep going and do more. We're taking a page out of Shop Outhouse book.
Yay.
Said we need to get some people to get some shirts.
I just want to wear your face on my chest.
Dude, the Ultra Joy shirt turned out really good in the.
it's
It's in
sick.
pink and orange. The pink looks amazing, dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
got to throw
good
that on there.
looking.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then we have basically the way I did. I was like, I'm gonna do 8 shirts. I'm gonna do 4 of them that represent the group, and then 1 of each of us. So Brian's is the employee of the month because he made that post about the fart taco, which went viral.
So stupid.
And then Jordan Bell, it's Consent Matters. We don't really talk about him. Courtney Wop, and then of course Ultra Joy. So we're gonna put some more stuff on there. I've already have I do have this thing that's like mission statement type of thing that like you can kind of. That's not really a mission statement. I don't know what I can call it, but it says, own the funniest merch in town. Support your favorite rabble rousers by purchasing and wearing customized merchandise inspired by our favorite jokes, logos, art, shows, podcasts, and dear creative friends. So if you're a dear creative friend of ours. That wasn't me. That was the British lady talking. But if you're a creative friend of ours and you're like, hey, I want to come up with a cool thing, let us know. We'll throw you some Skrilla.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're all about the fam. And honestly, this has been a long time coming, something we've talked about doing for a while. And, you know, if you know anything about me and a long time coming, typically I'm way quicker. So it's nice that we're actually going to have something that's going to be for people. And I wanted it for Harvestfest because Harvestfest is a big time. And just so for the people that watch the podcast, if you love Harvestfest, if you go on to Shop Outhouse right now, they have a code. I think it's Harvestfest X. 20% off your purchase.
20% off purchases. ShopOuthouse.com.
mamacita.
Harvestfest.
Harvest. Is it just Harvestfest?
Mama.
Okay.
That's what it was last year.
Mama.
Yeah. I'll have to check with Maddie, but it's either Harvestfest or Harvestfest X. I'll try to put it. I'll put it on here right now.
Yeah. Thank you.
There it is, right there. It's right above, like, see, it's right by my nose. No, don't make a Hitler stash. Don't do that. What are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. It's right there. Anyway, that's where it's going to be. I want to thank you guys for coming through and doing the podcast today. Kibblez, thank you for coming through.
for
I know
having
you've been
me,
on
man.
once before with Dwarf, but I was like, I need to bring him. So
It's awesome. I appreciate it. This is my first time asked by myself.
I know, and I'm very excited to have you. I've been wanting you.
Killed it.
I will say this: the Outhouse Super Show, and the guys know this. I've told them my favorite part is your questions. It's every week.
Thank
It makes
you.
me laugh, and
That makes
they're
me
so
happy.
funny. And I was like, you guys should do a segment where you just let him do his thing and with the person and do it as like I'd love because I feel like a lot of times you're battling to get it out, and I
am.
hate that for you because I
am.
think they're so funny. Brian West, of course, funniest guy that I know.
That I know.
Shut the fuck up.
So
Thank
funny,
you.
dude. And of course, the funniest gal I know, Alexa Eden. Thank you so much for coming through.
You know Amy Schumer, now quit it.
I know, but you know,
Whoa.
she's not funny anymore because Alexa was way funnier. But anyway, this has been Jordan Grainger here at the Kokomo Press Podcast. We thank you for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the show, like, subscribe, notification bell, all those things. We're going to bring some more funny people back to you. So thank you for hanging out. Kokomo Press Podcast, baby. Hey, you just listened to the Kokomo Press Podcast. We thank you for tuning in. We hope you had a great time. If you did, go ahead and like us, subscribe to us, hit that notification bell, do all the things to help us get seen. Go find us over on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. Like us, follow us there. And if you want to really, really help us out, we now have a new thing called Facebook subscriptions. It's only $4.99 a month, and it helps us build out even more than what we have already. Helps us get more equipment, helps us put money into shows, because we give you comedy shows, we give you guys skits, we give you guys podcasts, we give you guys jokes. And if you want to be a part of a group of people that actually get to talk to us and tell us your input first and get to directly speak to us and maybe even, help us write some of these jokes, you can be a part of the group. Join that subscriber base. It's only $4.99 a month, and it's not a lot, but it helps us out tremendously. And it's going to give you an opportunity to maybe win some merch here and there. We're going to do a lot of fun things with our subscribers. So please check us out everywhere you can. And if you want to, subscribe to our page. Thanks for listening to this podcast. We love you. Thank you. 2 kisses.